About all right? Yes, sir. I appreciate it. I know in Ghana they're supposed to be, they're trying to get a place they're going to start watching the service. Some of them over there. And I told them we're going to set up YouTube where they got questions. They'll be able to ask questions too when they do it, because I know I talk kind of fast for people overseas. You know, so I'm going to try to pick up that proper dialect I got. You said something, Chris? I'm talking about that proper dialect I got. And right, people need to hear it too. But we appreciate Mr. Yahuah, because make no mistake, people all over the world got to hear this. That's right. They see what's going on. I don't know how people think he got a whole lot more time. I mean, it's ending fast. That little earthquake they had over there, I call it little because Mr. Yahuah got something else for him. He's doing exactly what he intended to do. There's nothing against the victims. All are victims. And the reason why we victim, because we victimize his bomb. Now, Mr. Yahuah turning back for recompense on everybody. The world been running a long time. It ran strong. I ain't gonna lie, it ran strong. A lot of good men, a lot of good women got took down in it. Y'all know there's a lot of people that gone on before COVID came. So they got to see the rots in its strength. You know what I'm saying? They got to see it before the COVID, before the economy crashed. So they left out here in a good time. I mean, what I'm saying, a good time, they left out an illusion. See, a lot of us now leaving, people getting to see, boy, it's tragic. It's only getting worse. They never had no earthquake came and claimed no 20-something thousand people and still count. I think they over 22,000. I remember it started with 900, 1,500, 1,900. Now you're already over 22,000 and counting. Then they're going to come up with something. They're going to say, well, these missing. They're not missing. They're dead. It's unfortunate, too, with everybody. But at the same time, everybody got to consider he done gave everybody an opportunity chance to sit down to hear. Don't let nobody fool you. Everybody got a chance just like you. It wouldn't be fair. How you gonna bring them up in the mosh pot and he gonna get them a different, and he gonna be able to do something different than he did with you? You got a chance to hear, didn't you? What choice? What did you? Who made you? Who tied you up and handcuffed you? Who beat you in here? Nobody. And he ain't gonna do it to them either. Right. Everybody got the same opportunity. The only people you really feel sorry for are the babies when they come in, but at least they come in and go out without a charge to them. But I just be honest with you, Mr. Yahuah have recall on whom he will. That is. It ain't too late. Listen, Georgia ain't going to get away. None of them going to get away. They can look and say, oh, that's what happened. You live over there. I don't care where you stay. Mr. Yahuah going to uncover every secret place. Right. Don't think you're safe, folks. Everybody got to get right. Listen, I'm not fooled. I'm not thinking about it. Had we been over there like all the rest of them run back over there? They getting attacked now, ain't they? Yep. The attack coming. They feel like they're in their proper place. He done told you, when you see this stuff start to come on destruction, he told everybody in Jerusalem, he said, you need to get out. And he told the rest of us, don't you enter in it. Right. I ain't looking to go back to him, hey man, they go back. You go back. Right. We see the sign. He told this to us. He told her don't come back. Yep. He got something for the people that done stole our land. These people got to pay for what they done. They done told a lot of lies in 1946. You have to pay for what you done done. And everybody that done got scared of him, you done punked Kanye West out. Yeah. You done punked out Kyrie, what's his name, Kyrie? I ain't taking no punking. Ain't that right? The truth got to be told. Somebody got to declare it. Ain't that right? I don't know why people done got so afraid of everybody. White folks too. Everybody done had their day. Everybody coming down. America tried to get mad with them planes and them spy planes, them spy balloons. I want to enter different than them planes you shot over Cuba. That's right. You know, I can talk about that U-2 spy plane got shot down when they shot over Cuba. Yeah. Y'all, a lot of y'all too young. I was too young too. They shot it down. Unhittable plane. They was shooting over Cuba. They was taking pictures of them. They shot that bad boy right out the air. Nothing impossible. That's what Mr. Yahuah showed. You know that they had that plane, it probably been invincible. It run through yeah, that's where they had it. That U-2 fly plane moved so fast to go crowd there. Listen, you can't even hit it. And get what happened? She came down. That's when they realized, oops, that's another lie we done told. Ain't nothing invincible. Everybody got to repent. That's all we trying to tell. I don't care what every man, woman, boy, girl, white, black, white, green, yellow, polka dot, whatever your color is, everybody got to get right. Time to stop living these lives. Young people, I done told y'all want her to get a chance to see 40s and 50s. If you do, Mr. Yahuah had it calm on you. He let it go that long. But I care by the time y'all do, this place will be tore apart. Look where it's at today. You tell me in 20, 30 more years, it's going to get better? Yeah, man, listen, by the time they get through digging in the ground, trying to get lithium and everything that they're stealing, all they're doing is taking the stabilization of the rocks up. That's all they do. Every time they robbing the place. These people have done nothing but rob and stole the whole time they've been here. And how long you think you're going to keep stealing? Listen, they done sucked all the oil out the ground. They suck, now they finna suck. Well, India just announced today they found 520-something million tons of lithium. So when you move it out the ground, what you think finna happen? When you move 520 tons of anything out the ground, what you think finna happen? The lithium, listen, it's stabilized. Don't y'all know the ground gives an electric charge? These stupid people sit here, and this is how dumb they are. See, the oil is what's destroying the earth. So now they're going to get, don't y'all know the lithium batteries are just detrimental? These people are so stupid. White folk can't get their lives right. And everybody's scared to tell them the truth. Fly me to Washington, I tell them. Let me talk to the Senate and the Congress, I tell them. Somebody need to tell these people the truth. We dying. I don't know what they doing. They keep me. Nobody getting there. Every time you hear these folks, everybody telling each other lies. Everybody claiming they getting ready to do something finna get better. Nothing getting better. That's why if you look in a lot of these countries, Peru, Brazil, a lot of these folks done hit the street on them. France, England, the people hitting the street. They finna take the government back. People tired of it. Look at who the victims. When the Ukraine war, when we ever see any of these presidents and these dignitaries say they starving? When we ever see them and their family, their home been blowed up and shot up? How is it only your home get destroyed? How is it only your neighborhood get hit? Why Putin ain't hit the neighborhood where this man at? Why Zelensky don't get this man his address? Why don't him and Putin just meet in the grass somewhere? Talking about saving his country. You want to save your country, quit telling them lies. Him and Putin, meet out there in the grass. I know Putin going to whoop him up, though. They don't want to fight Putin. Putin a judo expert. Y'all laughing. He really is, though. The guy who won the Olympics last year was his trainer. He beat him. Ex-KGB. They don't want none of Putin. You're going to be doing the fighting. They call him Putin. When you get to scrapping, I guarantee you be fighting. That guy get through flipping you and laying you to the ground. He too little for me. He don't impress me. I ain't gonna let no man that little get up money. I know what they try to tell you. You're a big man, you just go low. They'll give you the wrong advice. Isn't that right? Don't you take all the advice you get. Some advice you get ain't worth it. First thing you need to do, you need to get you some distance. I know whatever they try to tell them, go low, bad advice. Bad advice. Go low, you're going to be stuck down there. They'll have you in that book with the rest of them guys in that down low book. Yeah, don't worry about it. You know they got them guys that went down low. They got them in the book. That's where they're going to put you at. They're going to be mess everywhere. Isn't that right? And let's keep it positive. Let's keep it positive. Isn't that right? But at the end of the day, we got to fix our situation. I don't know how serious y'all guys take it, everybody. Young people, old people, everybody. I mean, I just don't say, people don't see it serious. This is an urgent matter. Your salvation is an urgent matter. A lot of people, it could be husband, wife, it could be kinfolk, friends, whoever it is. A lot of people don't see it that way. A lot of people think things are going to get better. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. The economy can turn around. What you going to do with these storms? California, I think they got a storm getting ready to come from up down. It's getting ready to come all the way back down. Y'all seen that? It's getting ready to come from California. They're going to go all the way down to Washington or somewhere. She's getting ready to roll on down through here on you. He's not done. Niagara Falls up that guy hit. He's not done. And you still don't know how that could have unstable that whole water drop. Can you imagine that whole thing drop down, how that water come down, what it'll do? That water that's steady running. Mr. Yahuah got something for everybody. It's time for everybody to start doing evaluation, see where you at. Let me ask y'all a question, y'all don't mind. Y'all, are you conscious? Yes, sir. Why are you here? Y'all got to be here. Make sure that's right. You got to know why you're here. Don't just be going nowhere because that's what you've been doing. That's a detrimental situation. Every day you need to consider. Listen, every man, every woman, every boy, and every girl ought to consider what they believe. This whole world is unraveling. Who you got your confidence in when that thing unravel? Who you call on? When them people sat there and that whole thing fell down, he took out 22,000 people. Somebody in Islam should have been considering. Because if I was there, I'd be considering my religion. I'd be considering my servitude. I'd be considering the man that did it. I'd be considering purpose. Then that way, Rick Warren wrote a book, Purpose Driven. Yahuah got a purpose. He determined to make sure it get fulfilled too. That man done told you, listen, he said, I ain't gonna stop. He said, till I could perform the intent of my heart. Mr. Yahuah got some of this. You know how they say, sometimes he said, man, you know what? You got something in your heart against me. Why these folks don't ask Mr. Yahuah? He got something in his heart against them. Why y'all think that man is strong? You know, sometimes you say, damn, I'm gonna talk to you. You got something against me? That man just tore up, killed 20. Nobody don't think that's that man. What do you got against me? How can we reconcile this? They too stupid. They just gonna keep going. They'll go back in the mosque, they'll go back in the church, they'll go back in the synagogue, and nobody sit around, nobody consider. What y'all gonna do when that thing hit on this side? He coming. Let these people tell you a lie saying he ain't come. You know what? Every man, every boy, every girl, you got to stand on what you believe now. He going to push you to the end. You're going to find out what you believe. You better make sure what you believe in is true. I'm regular with conversation with that man. I done make sure I'm right before I leave him. You ain't got to be sick. I know a lot of times people look at diagnosis. You don't need no diagnosis to die. Go ask them police and firefighters and ambulance who been in them crime scene and say, were they sick? Where y'all think they donate organ from? From people that were sick? A lot of them people were well, got perfect good hearts, good kidneys, good lungs, still dead. Don't let nobody fool you talking about you need cancer to die. All you got to do to die is be living. That's all you can run, you can exercise, you can pray, you can do whatever you want to do. You're going to die. The only reason we do what we do now is trying to secure our salvation. Y'all hear me? That's the only reason to do it. All I'm trying to do is secure one thing. I can't prevent the inevitable. I'm going to die. That's already been written. And the man, he don't let her die, then he'll lie you. Because he said it's appointed under unashamed wants to move. After this, he said, you got to go to the mosh pot. You ain't going to no repentance station. He got like a little whole station where you go there and try to see what you can fix before he get ready to judge this or right. Nothing. When you move from now, the next move you'll make with your eyes up, you'll be standing in the mosh pot. When you stand in the mosh pot, Mr. Yahuah gonna sit down and he gonna be the Sadiq Shafit. That's the judge. Ain't that right? And Mr. Yahuah gonna be passing out time. Y'all hear me? I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna be passing out time. You're gonna be in trouble. I heard about a whole lot of judges. They had judges, they talking about hang 'em judges. That's Mr. Yahuah. He gonna hang you. America gotta pay for all them bodies they put up around here too. All that little cute stuff, they were hanging black people from trees. They went against his word. He told you ain't supposed to suffer nobody to step on the tree all night. He said that the land be all off. They been all out of their play. They so stupid, they don't even know what they done themselves. When they hung up from now, they didn't realize what they did. Worst thing they could have did. But you know what? They were so dumb, they didn't realize that was their fall. Now, every one of these nations, I could help them out, but they too stupid to listen to me. Get this man, listen, get this man his stuff back. That's right. That's all the man wants, get him back his stuff. Right. I don't know what they think. He want his stuff back. Right. I don't know what the people think. Get a man back his stuff. Yep. And if I was you, I wouldn't send us away empty-handed either. Right. But I know they're too stupid to listen. They done read it. They already know. See, all they keep doing, they keep trying to reinvent and get stuff. They think they weapons they making going to defend themselves against Elohim. That stuff not going to work. They keep thinking, they keep building bombs and missiles. Why y'all think these folks keep trying to go to another planet? They already know he's going to destroy this one. Why are you going to leave this one if it ain't going to be destroyed? They'll leave it because they know it's going to be destroyed. And they don't realize you ain't going nowhere. You're going to be right down here with us. Mr. Yahuah got a day of vengeance coming here. And a day of recompense. I tell everybody now, that name the name of Yahushua HaMashiach too, you need to flee from iniquity. Yes, sir. That book said let everybody that name the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, he said you need to flee from iniquity. Yes, now. Sir. You need to get away from it. Y'all hear me? Yes, sir. Don't you keep trying to hold on to it and trying to hold on to relationship and hold on to other folks. Listen, when you see people got a mind to do something else, your mind got to be stayed bent on, I got to have a resting place for my soul. Y'all hear me? That's why I ask you, why are you here? So I said, well, I ain't have nothing to do tonight. You need to find you something to do. Because that man come back from March. I don't know how long you're going to be able to do it. You ain't going to be able to keep it up. One thing about him, you know the truth. You can't lie to yourself for so long. Right. I tried it. I did. How many of y'all done did it before? That's why, you think I be in prayer with somebody trying to lie? They say, who ain't, that what killed me. Who ain't done it? Right. Who ain't done it? Right. And that man still come back and keep troubling. Yep. They keep thinking they going to run high. And the thing they don't realize, he the one that let you keep lying to yourself. That's what's scary. He let you keep lying. Someone, he unscrambled all our lives, realize, where you going to go? You can't lie for so long. Eventually they're going to trap you. You know what? It's some people, though, they think, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm enjoying myself. No, you're not. You just think, y'all. He put you in that situation. Just so he can keep you out there long enough. When he come back, it'd be no repentance for you. That's why I'm a preacher. Y'all young people, I know y'all don't understand that right now. It seems like it's just a given. It's not a given. Let me tell you something. Mother, father, sister, and brother, and everybody else, when they come that word here he got, everybody ain't got no ear to hear it. And some people only hear it for a period of time. You got to be secure in yourself. How many of y'all afraid to die? You need to live right. Live like you're afraid to die. By doing the thing that's conducive to life. You got to prove it out. You know, I'm telling you, everybody, you got to work it out for yourself. You got to work it out for yourself. Everything you love, everything you got, he'll unravel it on you. He'll take everything you got and see you with nothing. He'll strip you down just to build you back up. Sometimes that's the only way to get up where we need to be. Got to strip you down. I had to get stripped down. It don't feel good. It hurts you. But at the end of the day, it builds you up to make you better. I know why I'm here. When Shaul said, they called Paul, he said, I'm persuaded that nothing should separate me from the heart of Elohim. The only reason I know it, because I know what I did to get him. I know what I did to get him. Ain't nothing moving me. I'm not impressed by nothing they got out there. Ain't no car, ain't no plane, no house. I've seen some nice stuff too. You know what? That's purty. I ain't even know Yahuah for it. Ain't that right? Now you got to go and paint every 5 or 6 years. I don't need that junk. And then you got to go take and get an oil change and fix a tire and got to put a transmission and engine in it. I'm not impressed with it. I'm trying to get somewhere where you ain't got to repair it no more. When Mr. Yahuah fix it, it's fixed. Y'all got it? I'm trying to get somewhere where it's fixed. I'm tired of working on fixing stuff and trying to keep stuff up. Isn't that right? I'm tired of that. I'm trying to get somewhere where I ain't got to fix it no more. So I'm trying to get the Mr. Fix It. That we'll call it. Ain't that right, Mr. Yahuah, Mr. Fix It. Ain't that right? All of broke. We got to get the Mr. Fix It. That's the only way to get right. And what you do when you broke down, you're crying, you know you can't go, you got blocked off, and you ain't got nowhere to turn to. That's where everybody need to be at. Everybody need to be put down. Man, hard prayer. It'd be like call them the donkey. What's the word? Come on, hold on. I know it's calm. We ain't got it up there. I thought we had it up there, didn't we? Anyway, yeah, the donkey. Well, that's what it did. That's for the female donkey. But that's what it did. That donkey kept running out across that field. After a while, Mr. Yahuah got it and hedged him in on every side. He couldn't turn to the right or the left. After that, you know what he did? He just broke down. That's all he can do. What you gonna do? When you standing there at death door, you've been running all your life. You always had a way out. And that man wall you in on every side. What you gonna do? And you see death sitting right there in front of you. He broke right down there and landed right on Balaam's foot. What he gonna do? I ain't got no choice. I gotta break down. I can't run this way. I can't run this way. And all I see is death standing in front of me. I can't go backwards. At that point, I'm done. All you can do is break down. Break down and consider. That's what everybody needs. You ain't gonna, everybody in here listening to me, in here, out there, you ain't gonna never get right to that thing and break it down. Because you're gonna keep finding a way. If you don't get walled in, you're gonna find a way around it. And you don't realize you ain't found a way around it. He just set that way for you just to make it there. All that stuff, it's an illusion. It's an illusion. You can't get away from it. Listen, don't y'all know that man can make everybody do right? That's not his intent. He wants you to desire it. He desired you. Nobody made Elohim do nothing. Sure, he said, man, you was the apple of his eye. He had a desire for you. And all he wanted, man, who want a woman? You got to go put a gun in here, tell me, come go with me. I love me, I'm going to blow your brain. Who? Is this real? That's what he look at. He said, I don't even want you. He said, I want somebody who want to be with me because you want to be with me. He said, I don't have the time. Nobody got a whole hostage. And got to keep up with you and keep checking your drawers. He said, I ain't got time for that stuff. Either you here or you ain't. That's just flat as that. Either you going to serve me, you ain't. He ain't got to worry about looking at me. I want to be him. And I ain't talking about in the building. I want to be with him. And that wherever he at, that's where I want to be. Got to have a resting place for my soul. Think everybody consider. When you wake up, any of y'all wake up in the middle of the night. As soon as I do, I start talking with him. I don't like to hesitate. I want to make it early. Because I know the mind I got just for a little while. I've been to plenty of nursing homes. I've been in hospital, been a preacher. I'm feeling a lot of folk. And you seen folk had their sense and don't have them. And you know what you consider? One day that could be you. One day it be you. You be talking, seen folks sit around and talk about folks ain't here no more. And I've seen folks talk about folks that's dead, they're dead in the room, and ask you, hey, do you see them? And you sit here saying, you see them. And you know what? Y'all ever seen anybody have that? And they be talking about folks, they be talking to them. And you don't see nobody, they be there, they right there. They be talking, you be like, but you know what they gonna do? You can try to convince them, you can't talk them out of it. You can't tell nobody what they don't see when they saying they see it. And you sit here knowing you don't see it. Who you think give you that mind? Man, y'all better get y'all set together. I'm trying to tell y'all. Everybody better get you know what? This is what messed up. Used to be old folk years ago, mind get gone, they got up in age. Young folk mind gone. Look at that crazy dope they got them on. Crazy lean and all this stupid stuff. Man, get your life right. You'll get here and you'll mess your life up in a little bit of time. Y'all will see these folks, y'all graduate, got a couple of get ready to graduate. Y'all will see. Get out here a couple of bit of time. Some of them be dead, strung out, pregnant, laid up, messed up, telling lies. Because they start telling lies when where they ain't supposed to be. Graduation, everybody telling what they doing. You look around, you like, you still him? Oh yeah, I supposed to be lying. That Elijah get longer, otherwise you have to quit lying. Y'all done seen that before? Folks don't, they get to telling that lie. You see them come home from school, and that some other folk going back. You like, ain't you supposed to be going there? Oh yeah, I'm going back. I'm going. Otherwise, them niggas don't go nowhere. You say, just quit asking them, start telling them lies. That's how they got a lie. They don't realize eventually time gonna prove your lie out now. That's why you want to be truthful with yourself at the end of the day. You have to live with you. Nobody else has to live with you but you. People can stay in the room with you. Nobody can inhabit that body but you. And you need to be real with yourself. You in it. Where you at? What you're trying to do. Are you serious about the way you're going? I mean, for me, it's him or nothing. I don't want nothing else. I don't want nothing but him. I don't want nothing but his way. I don't want nothing but the right way. That's it. I believe with all my law, my heart, it's right. He improved himself. He had me take my clothes off. Let folk lay on the top of you. This foolishness. Common sense tell. Some stuff folks talking about, I believe he's my, somebody, why he had me take my clothes off? You thought that came from the Creator? But that's the mind he gave you. He got to let somebody be made a fool of. But ain't no better. We've been made a fool of too. Y'all came out Christianity? You had your clothes taken off. They stripped us spiritually. Isn't that right? They burned us out, telling us lies. Some of the people, and some people were honest when they told them. They just still ignorant, honestly ignorant. And some people, they knew their intent wasn't no good. That the person I look at, you know your intent wasn't no good. They used it against us. Man, let me tell you something. Christianity plays such a major part of raping and manipulating people of color. You know what I'm saying? It's a atrocity what's been done. You talking about the whipping and the beating? I think that'll get more time for Christianity. This stuff been given to area. You ain't got a Caribbean country that ain't Christian. You don't have them. Go to Africa, you're going to have more Christian than Muslim. They rape everybody. That's why a lot of the infighting there, their religion. Anywhere where he put his white footprint, his handprint at, ain't never been none destruction. Malcolm X said it better. There's nowhere on this planet the white man can tell you he about peace. Tell him to name one country. He never done it. Anywhere he went, it caused nothing but confusion. He went to Ukraine, Russia and Ukraine split, they left him alone. America went on there and started putting them little weaponized houses. They were building them chemical plants inside of them. They don't want to tell y'all about it. That's why he bombing over there. They know why he bombing. They'll just tell us a lie. They always lie to us. They know we don't know no better. Y'all don't know why he hitting them. They keep telling he hitting civilian targets. He hitting civilian targets because they got chemical plants they got over in Ukraine, and he hit them. He told them, I'm gonna hit them. He said, I know what you're doing. You ain't gonna make them over here. And you know what? America won't let nobody make them next to them either. Go any other country, go to Cuba and tell them you finna start making some kind of nuclear bombs and some kind of biological chemical weapon and sit on America bomb them. The same thing Russia doing is what they do. Same thing China doing, telling they spying and them flew planes over and flying them weather balloons over. You know how they know? Because that's what they do. Yeah. That's what they do. How you think they know? How you think they know? Because that's what they do. They told Russia, don't mail in our election. How can Russia mail in our election? They going to come stand in line and vote? No, they can do it through cyber. Talking about the same way you do it. Let me tell you something. When America was fighting the Vietnam War, America killed approximately, 3 of the leaders over in that country? 3 of them that they were allies with. You know why they killed them? Because the CIA told Kennedy that the people wouldn't support them. These were people they were fighting to help. Why would they tell you that? Why would they tell you anything? They always look, anytime they look like they're coming to help you, they're coming to hurt you. I don't hate white people, I hate stupidity. I hate the fact that people will make us sit around and make us try to believe that what happened to us is a figment of our imagination, and that happened so long ago, we should get over it. And it's easy to say it when it ain't your mama. When it ain't your dad, it ain't your granddaddy, your great-granddaddy, your uncle. People will never know because of their destruction, they murder. White people can sign an old letter, hell, everybody's name ever been in their family, from across the sea. We know 1 or 2 grandmamas. Right. How far, which one of y'all go the furthest back? How many of y'all raise your hand? How many of you know your daddy or your mama? How many know your granddaddy? How many of y'all know the grandparent after that? How many of y'all know the one after that? How many far you can go back? 5? How many you can go back? 3? How many you go back? somebody else. I think my mom, I got somewhere there. They came on the 1700s. They got a picture, had them little bitty jackets on. We don't know it. Little bit old jacket, old folk clothes, white folk clothes they got. You know, they take them nigga pictures. Can't hardly see no face, but one of my relatives, she did that guy, but I think in the 1700s or something like that. When they came from the clay, when they came back in the, you don't know nothing about that? You saying that you just done got old, you don't remember. Just take my word for it. Trust me, I'm your pastor. But no, yeah, I had to find, I had it on somebody stole it. I think your mama stole it. She real jealous. Yeah, go back to about the 1700s, so I kind of know where this side, your daddy's side, all started from coming back down. His grandma, the mother back from them, had 21 kids. Yeah, she had 21 for now. Was a sex spade after that point. Had to be slavery. Ain't that right, man? They were mule raping her, 21 kids. Ain't no black woman want to have no 21 kids. No, that was a rape. But anyway, that's why somebody have 60? 16? Who had 16? Oh, your mama said, yeah. Well, they had to have, a lot of them had kids like, my mama had 14, sisters 16 and 14, something like that. But people had them like that because you had to have folks work in the field. They weren't having no kid because they just love no kid. They were having kids, you need help in that field. So they were trying to get more hands you got, more money you got paid for when you put them in the field. You getting paid by the day after you got through with slavery, sharecropping. So a lot of times these folks just think their parents loved a lot of them folks. No. It was for the fact they needed help in the field. You couldn't have no field with no you or no one kid. It just didn't happen. People had kids back then because you needed help in the field. That's how you, like you had land back, you got 200 acres. You can't do no with you or no 3 kids. You got to have a Dananite family. And now you start there 11, 12, 15. Ain't that right? What y'all, all y'all think y'all get out there and start farming, help out? That's tight. The kid like, who you talking about? Hey, we gonna watch some TV, yeah. That's because we over here now. We couldn't do that back then. But yeah, a lot of that was the fact that that's what you had to do in order to survive. That put a lot of strain, a lot of pressure, put a lot on the women. Think about it, man. Put a lot of time, a lot of stress on the women. You constantly having kids. They knew how to do them. They weren't having them back to back. You know that all of them spaced out 2 years. They trying to need birth control. They already knew the rhythm system. You look at it, you don't never find all of them 12 months, 11 months apart. You always know that you are 2 years behind each other. They try to get one up out of that before they have another one. Try to at least get them up so you kind of stage them out as you're going. I can tell you, what's the age difference between you and your brothers and sisters, you mind me asking? How long? Y'all had 39 and 40 years between y'all? Oh, you getting a year? What the year? 39? 40? 42? 44? Yeah, somebody, the rhythm system was tore up on them. They ain't had the right, they were rolling. So what happened? He was working, ain't that right? Said Billy was working. Yeah, but typically you'll find most of they the outside. He had more on the other side too? God, Billy had 2 fields, ain't that right? 3 or 4, yeah. Them old men back then, yeah, they did a little tipping too. Yeah, they work and tip. Yeah, they had that kind of standard they had out there like that. But typically you look at them, most of them were 2 years apart. Most of them were spaced them. Cause y'all were 2 years apart, wasn't it, pretty much? Yeah, just about. Yeah, they're 2 years apart, something like in that. Most of them kind of space them out. But like I say, you know, America still need to pay for what she done. I know a lot of times they might feel like, you know, it's over with. That's why we're still suffering now. Because she never came back to admit her wrongdoing. And that's why and one reason why she wouldn't admit it, because she's still perpetrating it. You know, she just covered up and make it look like, you know, you look when they pay you is slave wages anyway. You don't ever get no real benefits and no sharing, no profit. Just like these companies talking about, I work for a company, they profit share. Your company do $8 billion a year. How much of that you get, you dummy? Talking no profit share. People always saying a dummy stuff. Where you think they get that from? Tell you, no, we don't do we do profit share. Nigga, you'll never own part of that. About like my credit union talking about members own. Nigga, why I don't get to come back there and count my own money? They're like, you ain't that kind of member, nigga. Make you feel like you part of something. Talking about we are Georgians or we are member-owned facility. Can you walk back there and get anything? They don't call me. I ain't looking in no vault. Lying cracker tell you anything, make a fool out you. That's how you, that same thing the master did, made you feel like you were part because you lived on the plantation. Man, you know this here all hours. You don't own nothing. You die, he just throw you in the creek. He don't even put you no. Then they like that. I remember why he told me. He said, you know, my family, they slave good. They buried them right now with them. I said, ain't that good? That show me, I done been whooped and raped and everything. Then they lay you beside the person that did it to you. That make your soul feel better, don't it? I just stop it. Because you always remember, that's the truth. White people know it. That's the part of their philosophy trying to make themselves feel bad. Feel like they did something like, we didn't beat all our slaves. How many did you beat? What it called?
They call it cognitive dissonance.
Oh, yeah, that too. They're conscious of what they're doing, and they're cognitive. That's how they try to cover themselves up, by trying to say they did something good for their slave, or they had a slave, they did. Just stop it. Once you don't say a slave, it's not a good connotation you can put with that. At that point, you already blowed it. But that's the kind of system we live in right now. Well, people just buy anything. Then you got the house Negroes out here. He goes along and holler, nobody owe him nothing, he good. He don't want nothing, America been good to him. That's the first nigga I need to cut.
That's right.
I'm for harboring people and loving people, but that nigga need a throat cut.
Yes, sir.
You sit around looking how bad in the situation we in. People don't realize a lot of things we suffer from now. I mean, you don't realize the impact it has caused in the homes of the so-called Negro. Our marriages will never be stable as Caucasian races are, because, I mean, most of it built on the line in the first place. So they can do it with us. I mean, you just put such a wedge between us till it's hard. You'll see couples and you'll say, oh, that's a lovely couple, whatever, but there's still a defect in that with us. Because you can't be a whole man. He still learned how to put a hand on you where you can't be a whole man. And with her, she can't be a whole woman, because if you could, that'll make you equivalent to them. See, that's how they get it. They pass laws. They have in their laws trying to tell you want a whole man. Why? They put it in legislation. They enact it in jobs. They enact it in every profession. They enact it in their behavior. Why? Because they have to keep enforcing it in their mind that you are not. There ain't no white person. The only time they gonna pull that junk when they're in a foxhole and they getting shot at. White folk go, why they gonna die? They gonna tell you. Let me see you. Let me see that. I don't see no color, brother. If they cut us, both of us bleed. Wow. So I guarantee I ain't gonna let you drive me nowhere. Now no major highway.
That's right.
You're too stupid.
Yeah.
How you don't see color?
Right.
But they pull that. They did the same stuff. Them niggas went right over there and fought Hitler. They should have left Hitler alone, and Hitler would have went on ahead, whooped up all them white folks in Europe. We wouldn't have this problem. Hitler would have all them been walking around like this here now, over there. Hitler didn't want nothing to do with it. I don't know why niggas run around here that stupid stuff. They ain't got no documentation this man hating no niggas. Hitler ain't never went no Africa and dominated no Africa. Hitler went over there and freed Iraq. How many of y'all didn't know that? Yeah, he went over there and got, you know why they killed him? They offered him unlimited oil. Hitler did with listen, Mussolini, him and Mussolini were friends. Dictator for Italy. Most of y'all don't know Mussolini. Italian don't like, they call him El Duce. They didn't like him, they hated him. Listen, of course they hated him. They hate anybody stopping from getting drugs and killing folks. But anyway, they can say what they want to say about him. He ain't no different than the rest of them. This man and a whole lot of them, the Italians, the French, everybody else, England, everybody went to Africa and raped and dominated Africa except for Hitler. And them white folk don't like it. And he went over there. The only reason they got him to come on and help him then, because they promised the unlimited oil. Who wouldn't go? I'll go now. All I need is a couple of wheelbarrows. Went over there and delivered them. They don't talk about that, do they? He took them out of the hands of Europe, out of the hands of the UK. So that's all they've been doing. Babylon, they ain't been done but pass around. Iraq, America, all they did, England had them and raped them for a long period of time. Then Hitler delivered them. Then they went on, knocked and got him out the way. They needed him out of the way. You can't have nobody getting no free oil coming out from over there. They need everybody to pay. That's why they kill him. Catholic Church, everybody trying to get with him. They try to play them games. They don't tell y'all. They don't tell them Muslims they have no problem with him. It's just something he looked at his own people. That they talking about he want to be a superior race. What they tell you he was trying to dominate them. He know white people stupid. They don't want to talk about that, do they? Why y'all think white people give y'all a bad impression of Hitler? He want to dominate white people. All they got to do is show you the niggas he owned, show you the niggas he had picking cotton and he was raping. Jesse Owens stupid. I'll take this white and black shoe and put this behind he was living. Didn't want to shake his hand, and Roosevelt told him a nigga ain't gonna never come in the White House. Yep. And they on live talking about Hitler said it. Hitler ain't never told that nigga that. That man went there and dominated Limpet. Come here. Hitler said, I want to shake his hand. That nigga said, I ain't shaking his hand. The dumb nigga didn't want to shake his hand. Hitler wanted to shake his hand. He got a black man that came here and did it. I want to meet him, shake hands. Don't shake hands. And then he didn't get no invite to go to the White House. Roosevelt told him, he said, never be no nigga coming in. Okay. They don't want to talk about that. These people tell y'all history what they want y'all to know. Oh, white niggas. Niggas will tell you they hate Hitler. I'm tell you come to they try to teach y'all to hate Hitler. What did they do? You remember what they tried to tell you about Hitler? Pretty much made it like he a communist. Hitler now. Do you remember anything they tried to tell you about Hitler? You don't remember now? Mama, you get through, put your name on that board. There's a lot of stuff on those and you don't know, mama. We can't be doing this. But yeah, it is a lot. How many of y'all remember that they always gave negativity about Hitler? They don't say, listen, anybody don't kill, this is the problem I got. They don't care about nobody killing you, whipping you. Why, that ain't my problem. They'll holler, it's amazing, they'll holler, that's their problem, leave that over there. But they run, jump, they behind in something every time and nobody help you. That's the problem I got. Yep. We ain't got no business in Ukraine, Russia. We have absolutely no business whatsoever over there. We had no business first time. Hunter Biden and Joe Biden, this day war. Yeah. A crackhead got people down. We got American soldiers sitting here who need to be home with their wife and kids. Right. Sitting over here believing some lie that these crackers done told them, and these folks go, some kid got to grow up without their father, without their mother. That's all right. They ain't worried about that. See, that's the problem you got. They need to do a special with all the kids that's victim of their parents that going here serving these people. They don't want to talk about that. Show how many homes broken up and how many kids, parents had to go on welfare because the parent couldn't afford it after the other parent died and he was the breadwinner. Because he went here and lost their life. They still ain't. George Bush need to be in jail. Dick Cheney need to be in jail. Dig up Colin Powell. He need to be in jail. Dig up all of them. All of them sat there and told a deliberate lie. Framed his whole life. Folks don't went here and risk their life. I got wounded people in here now. The day hearing problem folks in here. Folks many can't sleep because of a lie. The man never had chemical biological weapon and the man and his kids are dead. Just like they do us. All the people don't care about it. Tell the people who that you served that, didn't it? That's a trip you could have went without, ain't it? You've been thinking about it. Y'all been so you going here, you kill it because you thinking, these people trying to kill Americans. These people want to blow up Americans. Listen, American schools. Can you imagine them babies sitting in there and those guys come in there and blow that school up? So these people went here and wrote on bombs, drew pictures, revenge for 9/11, never got hit by Iraqis. That's what's stupid. No Iraqis were on that plane. No Afghanistans were on that plane. You know who's on that plane? Americans. Americans. 19 Saudis, they said, took the plane down. Why we didn't fight Saudi Arabia? It ain't hard. 19 Saudi Arabia, who we need to be looking at? So is that another lie? How stupid are we the fact they showed you pictures of 19 Saudis and we went straight to Iraq and Afghanistan? That's like really intelligent. Colin Powell sat there and deliberately told a lie. A black man sat there, he ain't no better now. He the first one need to burn in Sheol. I don't give no black man no chance. You know better. Lies been told on us and we've been destroyed. And you'll sit here and you'll sit and be the perpetrator of it. You the first person need to burn in Sheol. I know the rest of them they like it. I don't give a flying flip about them. You'll sit here and you'll see innocent people get killed, then you'll do it to us. You send, but you're any soldier, anybody who got rank, you know, if you ever been a ground pound, with none of these white boys been no ground pound anyway, they go to officer school, they come from West Point, they getting moved up, no white boy never seen nothing. Only thing they seen was a basic training. That's all them jokers seen, a basic training. Everybody fight, them jokers not throwing tampons at each other. And they just the paper, ain't even balled up. So why train? You ain't done nothing. Stop telling them lies. Them jokers come straight through West Point. They come straight through officer school. They know they got, tell me how many these generals done been ground pounders. These guys don't see they take too long. Them boys coming straight out of officer school, going straight up the ranks. They'll go get them boys assignment and put them somewhere where something going on. They'll be nowhere near it. But the paperwork will look like they were there. Oh, I know how they do it. And I give you paperwork. You ain't been out there you ain't been in no convoy. Them white boys ain't stupid. They ain't going to no convoy. They're going to let you go out, but they're going to give them paperwork. That way they can get them little pics saying, I've been here and I've been here. Nigga on the toilet. That's You ain't done nothing. Fat, sorry nigga. Go tell the nigga do a PT. Give them nigga 20 minutes to walk a mile. No gun where nigga turn your uniform in. Can't even load a pistol. No gun where them joke. What a general look around with a M16? What he look like doing it? Nigga can't shoot no gun. So ain't been doing nothing but shooting this shit. No gun where them jokes ain't did no work. Somebody talking about ordering somebody from some paper, from a scan. These guys on the ground, people risking their life, people dying. Some of these soldiers done committed suicide. Done locked them too much on them. And these white boys hollering they coward. Why don't you go fight?
Right.
That's the main thing. White people, you get mad when you want to. Y'all start a war, you never end it. Yep. They never end it. Anytime white folk get mad, it always costs niggas. Y'all might well get real. None of y'all here, don't look at no military. You don't need it. Right. Want to jump down and give me 50. I'll train you right in here. You'll be all right. And I run to the bathroom to come back. I get you trained up real good right here. You don't go and throw your life. It was a good place one time for young men needed discipline and need to learn how to do certain things and give them a trade, get them out the street from doing stupid stuff. But it's the workplace for them now. Now you get out, you're going to probably come back gay. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be gay. It's going to be hard. That's a whole nother military now. You wake up in the morning with them pink panties on. It's going to be tight. Don't ask no question. We were talking about the other night, Hayward tell me about somebody, that joke got raped by a guy, he was quadriplegic. Y'all know what a quadriplegic is? Them folk, they be in that straw, they had that straw like that. Can you imagine that? You sleep, you on your bed with your leg crossed like this. You wake up, you on your belly like this. Your underwear pulled by your waist, and you got a bunch of straw holes in your behind. And you look over the quietly, he blowing that straw and just back up real fast, shoot back. Do you really want to ask him any questions? Hayward told her that story, like, what in the world? Yeah, Hayward, you know what I look at when I say about Hayward? He's sick. Literally, and isn't that right? And literally, too, sick. But that's what it takes. Got to get our people together to get it right. Y'all want to get right?
Yes, sir.
One way to do it is tell the truth. Tell the truth and stay safe. Good to see y'all doing well. Ed took down all these folks. I know it don't make y'all feel good. Yep, Daddy got all them folks sick. Ain't that right? Was it on purpose? Probably was. No, we don't know. No. Ed told, you know what? Memphis call got me sick. I said, got you? Yo, they got me. I ain't had COVID before. I said, you the one was sick. Nobody else was sick. He said, oh, my bad. That man even checked. He just done throwed it on the Memphis call. Like, Ed, everybody, you got sick first. Oh, my fault. Well, it happened like that. Hayward wanted to blame Fogo. He ain't been in Fogo in 6 years. Yeah, folk be looking for, they be just grasping for straw. Do you know if Hadia got it or she just sick? You don't know? We ain't got no. Go on text and tell her what the results said now. He said he need to know what the results said now. He said he might want to walk down the aisle tomorrow in that white, and they don't never know. Send that test result on over. Who else we know? It's good to see all y'all. Man, it's a lot. I be needing y'all. You know what? I started street ministry with y'all because folks said, he already got a bunch of members. Ain't that right? Take them with me. What's wrong with Danny? Nothing. Oh, he got the choker. Yeah. Ain't but one person. Shane, can you handle the choker? You don't want to. He wants some of the choke. Thank you, Asa. He don't want now and there the choker do it. Well, Asa throw that thumb. Asa look at him. He said, look at a little wine. He just throw that thing around that throat. You're right. It's so mental. He'll look at, I tell him he looking at my throat. He like, raw. I was like, why are you looking at my neck? I was like, yeah, I'm just chilling. I know not leave that neck up. You know what I'm saying? And he look at you and tell you, do like that, and you do that neck up. That joker finna dive on you like a Chucky doll, ain't it? How many of y'all been choked by him? Look at him. Do that. Danny, no, that's something different. Now they can stand up. If you've been choked, just stand up. Why the choke? You know what y'all said like that? Man, Uriah home pissed. You know he don't be behind the door when y'all get home. I'm gonna choke them niggas soon they come in the door. Just diving like a bucket of water. They had to sleep with cover around it. You been choked by the choker. Danny told me, Danny said, I didn't know he been choking people. I said, that joke, I didn't know he could tell you why, man. He said, He said, Ra'ah Tone the Smell, how your neck doing? I was like, what? I didn't know he could talk. That joke, he can talk real good. You ain't never heard him talk? Scared me. I was just paralyzed. Now, they call me Ra'ah then again. Y'all call me preacher. Yeah, he said, hey, walked out. He said, Ra'ah. I said, I'm trying to figure out, did he talk? I thought he had one little microphone or something hooked on him. I ain't heard he just smiled and choked when I see him, you know what I'm saying? So now you got a conversation with him. Talk to him, how you doing? What kind of video he be watching? What kind of cartoons he be watching? He just gravitated to it? Is it a book in y'all house or somebody choking? Do y'all have that poster when them things show like, if you choke and do this? Y'all ain't got them kind of posters hanging y'all how to do it. Y'all probably need to check, because he picked it up from somewhere. Do he have a job? He go to school? I don't know where he get it from. It's coming from somewhere. But anyway, we're going to try to get ready to move on. What Carrie in trouble? Let me say, why Carrie necklace down by the knee? I'm finna go. I ain't done it. Carrie, that thing be slinging. I remember he get hit that dog. I remember one time, listen, I was in there working out. We was in there working out. So they came in and kicked the lights on. I was in the room working out. So I saw the lights kick on. I said, what's going on? I looked, Carrie came in. Carrie had a big, giant chain around here. No, I'm talking about a chain for a padlock. Yeah. And had a padlock hooked on it. Val was in here. Oh, she brought it there. Am I making this stuff up? Man, each one of them locks was about that big. It was huge. That thing had him drugged down. And he got on him. He got on his knee. She was taking pictures of him. I started looking at the one I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, what is that chain that lets she taking pictures? I said, what are you doing? He said, man, I'm under the yoke. Oh. Y'all went that under the yoke. That was that album. Then he got on a railroad track, train almost hit him. Cause he was right at the thing strong and caught one of them things. That train was coming wide on Carrie. Just didn't get off for now. Carrie was out on the train track with it, under the yoke. He caught it under the yoke on the midnight train finna leave Georgia. Carrie off the chain in it. Listen, when you come here, listen, I just want to say this. All of y'all are special. That's how you take it. Y'all know, because I'm telling you, you don't ever know what one of y'all will do, and don't try to explain it. Just say, yep, you'll just burn your brain out. I'm trying to think. You kind of touch. She said, I said, how many know y'all grandparents? She said, I know. She said, 3. I said, who does that many number to get to 3? She had a hand up. She said, 3. That's very special. But you can do that here. We appreciate it. I will try to get ready to move on. And again, you know, we'll harbor everybody. And I'm for the liberation of our people. I am religiously. I'm talking about for our people that believe religiously. And for our people, you know, ethnically. Our people need a deliverance. And they need it. We need to be led up out this place. We've been here too long. Y'all know, like they said, when you're on war, you're welcome. I know a lot of times people might not want to hear. And America conducive to people that's not a victim of America. If I want a victim of America, I'll be pleased to stay here. But that's because of the way we've been treated. I must leave. Like, Settler, I must leave your island. Ain't that right? These folks come straight out of comic book. These folks will demonize you and lie on you, and they be the victimizer. Anytime something happens, the first thing they want to know, what did you ever do in your life? You understand? You can get shot unarmed, and them folks will go back to your elementary record and find out you used to do pencil break. And in some kind of way, that would play the part of why you got shot unarmed. We need to go through your criminal, but he was a felon. Okay, let's try it again. He didn't have a gun, he was shot before. Did you know he had an outstanding parking ticket from the 3rd grade? So he wasn't driving. But he was in the car with somebody who didn't. Y'all don't never know that they always got an excuse. Like that guy, the one they killed, the Nichols boy. Listen, I just knew that they tried their best to find what they could find on that man. Everything they could. He should have obeyed commands. Wasn't even supposed to be stopped. It was wrong for you to stop him. They just never. I'm surprised they went through a criminal record. He just didn't have one. Now they can go make him one. Now they got a file on you now. It's always none of that would have had nothing to do with him getting shot. But that just show you right there. That just show you the cunning, conniving, and the dirty heart of white people. If you ain't one of them, you shouldn't be. It is just dirty. I would never do that. That would make no sense. That just make no sense. Why you gotta lie on somebody? Why you gotta bother people? and they don't realize it. We the only people that live through it every day. I keep rehearsing it, because I know y'all love these people. I know my memo. Man, look here. I had white folk booty sandwiches and pass my Sonny Joe get 5, 6 of them things. Wide slappo. I just like mine plain. Take the bread, I just eat booty. Love these folk, boy. Folk mistreat you, do you wrong, I still just love them. Man, folk, man, tell them, first of all, this is the truth, not tell people, because I tell anybody, folks, the only reason why I can love people or hug people, first of all, you gotta learn how to love yourself. Now, I'll be honest with y'all with the average, quote unquote, Negro in the earth. Not just, most of us don't love ourselves. This is why you'll work to try to appease these people and get these people to give you accolades and you need their trophies, you need their plaques, and you need their certificates. You can say what you want, you need them. That's why you give them, you hang them up, because that says, that's the same, what that stuff is when they give you a trophy. Just like Patrick Mahomes, that boy, them two niggas gonna kill themselves Sunday. One of them niggas gonna wind up going to the hospital, both of them don't go. Do y'all know how much pressure on them white boy, on them two niggas down? Any one of them lose, they gonna die. Any other white man lose, he's still one of the greatest ever played. Them two niggas, they are equivalent to putting two niggas in the ring fight. I don't even know why black boxers fight each other no more. I just got tired of it. I'm telling you what turned me off against it. I watched that movie, Django, and he put him in and told him, break. And you know, I love that. That's how we do. What they do? Every time me and Cam on fight, I got to tell them, I'm going to try to kill him. And he going to tell me I'm going to try to kill him. We're going to build this hanger and insult it. I'm going to talk about it. Mom, we going to talk about my wife. It's just going to get so ugly, nasty, to a brawl, and folks be like, man, that was a fight. Why don't you get in here and do it? You know what I'm saying? It's bad that we can't do things without us killing each other. It's bad. And I've seen enough of us fight each other. I'm the last person. I don't watch black people fight black people no more. Because without being conscious of it, you more or less fester something that we already got going on. We got this on the street. This every day. Those guys that beat that guy, this man on the ground, you took your foot and kicked him in his face. You know what's sad? You know what? The reason why they could do that, it wasn't about no girlfriend. That's the hate you got for yourself. I don't have the hate for my fellow man, not just a black man. I don't have it for a Chinese man. I don't have it for a Mexican man. I don't have it for a white man that you handcuffed down on the ground and I feel good about myself and justified when already it's wrong what we're doing and just start kicking you in your face. It's because when they saw him, they could put all the hate they had for themselves. See, that badge and that gun didn't make them feel no better about themselves. People think positions and jobs make you feel better. No, you have to feel good about yourself. So whatever job you in, you can execute it. I don't have to kill nobody to get up here and do my job to feel good about myself. You just know the quality, what you can do, what you can offer, and what type of person that you are and what you're trying to radiate, what you're trying to project. Unfortunately, all we try to do is project the image where we can be accepted of white people. Tiger Woods did it. All them pull that stuff. What that girl, Nikki Omi, the other tennis player? Her name is Miss Nigger. You ain't walk around this color and tell me, stop, you's a nigger. Anybody, Japanese folk don't recognize nobody with this. You's a nigger. Stop that stuff. I ain't black, what she was. She wasn't, her daddy Haitian, her mama was Japanese, and she gonna go Japanese. Just stop it. And you see she a nutball now, can't even show up at a match. Every time they pull that junk, they losing. Always mental. Tiger Woods, he mental too. Tell me he ain't nothing, I'm tired. Nigga, you ought to be tired of lying. Oh, crackhead flipping cars over down the mountain. Stop telling all them lies. Oh, HGA taking nigga. Every time you see these folks, every time they try to run away from us, you better come on here and tell them folks you a nigga. Isn't that right? Serena and Venus played better when they had them little beads in their head. Now went there and got their hair all straightened out from them crackers. And then their skin like, hold on for a minute. I remember y'all two tall baby niggas. Nigga around here, they lighter than Kennedy. Trying to act like them, y'all got that Michael Jackson. Nigga, quit that lie. What you like, little boys? That's the only Michael Jackson disease I know you can get. Somebody got that Michael Jackson thing. What you like, little boys? No good and well around there telling them lies. No good and well, look at that girl. Ain't nobody seen no Jap in her face. Girl, 100% nigga. Well, 109% with a 1% margin of error. Somebody she no Japanese, nothing got nothing there. You can't show up at a tennis match. Just stop it. Folks, just be who you are. You ain't got to please these people. Be who you are. You could be mixed with something else and still be who you are. Don't look at me. I'm trying to run around here trying to fight. Tell me I'm in it. You see me ain't no good. There ain't no engine. I'm a nigga. Everybody mixed. Just take what y'all and just live right. What am I trying to? Everybody do that stuff. Want to please white folk. White folk, they get to claim something, be white as paper, and they still be something else. Then mix with something else. Then they really from Africa. Then they been over here and have been all over. White folk ain't be right here in their building and been all over the world. Nigga ain't been nowhere. Nowhere. We get on a plane, go somewhere, you still ain't been nowhere. Folk been everywhere, know everything, done everything, spell every word, and look at you, nigga. Some here help the so-called Negro. What y'all need to feel better? How many of y'all honestly feel good about yourself? How many of y'all honestly feel good about yourself? 1, 2. Everybody right here on counter. Y'all be honest. Be honest. Now I'm gonna ask y'all something. How about this? We don't play, I'm gonna ask y'all a game. I'm gonna ask y'all something. For those who raise your hand, I'm gonna ask you why. Okay? Tell me why.
I think it has a lot to do with the word. Now that at first it was kind of like but I grew up a lot with my grandparents, and they instilled in me like what my ancestors did from like Alabama, like little stuff that they did, and so I never really had like a negative connotation with people of color, but other than stuff that was around me, not really with me, but around me. So it was kind of like growing up. But then when I came here, and you taught us like the book and where we came from, and like I associate more of my color and who I am from what you taught us. I think it's very empowering. And since you taught me that, it's just kind of like, man, I don't care what like everybody else around me say or what the world may say or how they may look at me. It really, really, really gives me a confidence about myself that I've never had before. So that's kind of why I was taught to kind of feel good about myself.
That's beautiful. That was beautifully said. People don't realize that feeling good about yourself, a lot of times people look at what they would call black empowerment is you only do stuff black, you only wear black. That has nothing to do with empowering to being who you are. I say this honestly. My kids, I never told them not to marry no white woman or Chinese woman or whatever they marry. I always left that to them. Have I ever told y'all not to marry no white woman or Chinese woman, whatever they marry? Brendan looking. Well, Brendan, look at that nigga like, you good, nigga? But no, I mean, at the end of the day, that's people's choice. When people don't realize when it's matters of the heart, when you deal with love, you can have a desire towards saying what you want to do, but when you meet a person and that really spark hits and it's there, you learn to connect. It ain't about your color. It's about what we have in common, and that tends to grow the affection for that person. And a lot of times people have limited themselves, say, oh, I want to date him, and see how successful they've been in just dating them. The world is bigger than what people know, and when it comes down to you who you are, you can hold that identity of who you are and have care, a love, affection for somebody of another ethnic group. That don't make you any less or empowering. Like some people look at, oh, you a sellout. How am I a sellout? I married a human being. I'm a sellout if I marry a man. I'm a sellout if I marry an animal. You have sold out. You all right? And you need to be shot out. So that's just stupid. But for it with people, no, you need to be able to feel. And with what you said, that's a lot for me. People don't realize, people of color, we have a bad stigma, and that stigma we have it of ourselves. Because nigga, the word nigga, we say come from negus. They use the word nigga, like, they'll say Niger, but they actually call it nigger. The country called Niger is actually spelled nigger, which is 1 G, and they did it because the water was black. That region, a lot of things they do. They got a place, you got the land, the sand, the soil is black. So they have a region. Even with Nigeria, they put those people in those areas for a reason. If you look, Nigeria has as much oil as a whole lot of them countries. You wouldn't even know Nigeria had oil. And you know why? White people don't need you to know that. That there is major oil in Nigeria. Nigeria can compete on a world stage with oil. You never hear about Nigerian oil. You hear about Nigerian violence. You hear about Nigeria, other things happening over there. Kids getting kidnapped. You know what's amazing? Kids get kidnapped in America. They talking about the Boca Raton group that kidnapped those kids over there. You know they got all those kids back. What about all them kids being kidnapped over here we can't find? See, nobody never discredit white of America. See, that's the part that bothers me. And the problem that happens because we've been taught you can't say anything back against the master. First thing you need to do is stop letting him be your master. Y'all hear me? I done told you, I got the whole key ingredient how we can end this. I got book. I know how to end it. It's easy. It's clear. It's written out how you can stop the whole thing. But it's all about what people want to do.
Let's do it.
They don't want to do that. See, because let me tell you what happened with our people, why we're not ready yet for our departure. First thing we have, it's too many other beliefs that kind of operate. We tend to kind of operate in America, this is what you know. Although it's tragic, although it's heartbreaking, although it's manipulating, it's still what you know. And it's got the good, like you got the Super Bowl Sunday. And other places ain't gonna have a Super Bowl. Then LeBron James, he just scored more points than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So where would you want to go when you got all this good stuff going on? 2 black guys in Super Bowl, LeBron just broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar record, Martin Luther King got shot. I mean, it's a lot going on. So you don't want to leave this. This your safety zone. And then you're gonna let Martin down if you lose. Cause you know what Martin said, I don't want y'all niggas to leave here now. Wanna die, y'all niggas stay here, y'all love these crackers here. So you've been obeying. If that's what you heard, you've done a great job with it. See, only thing I try to offer our people is I think that you should have a fair part. And if they're not gonna give you a fair part, I don't feel like we should stay. That's just flat. But unfortunately, all my people not there. So Chris, we're gonna have to wait till enough of our people get beat down, enough of our people have had enough. That's just, we ain't gonna be able to go nowhere right now. It's not enough of them. And until enough of them die, till enough of them get beat down, till enough doors get slammed in their face and they see they ain't gonna never be nothing, then they're gonna be ready to come see me. They're gonna be ready to talk, say, what we need to do to go ahead and look at just moving. See, I offer our people this. The way it's going, eventually it'll be a violent, disruption. And in order to avoid that, let's just peacefully go ahead and leave. Now, if you take it upon yourself that you want to stop us, make no mistake, we won't be stopped. Now, I'm not that person. I'm not that guy where slap me 3 times, the 4th time I'm going to do something. I'm not that guy, so I won't put that on the table. That's not me. Y'all hear me? That's not me. I ain't turning no cheek. Only cheeks I'm gonna be turning is them 2 cheeks in your pants. I'm gonna be flipping that behind straight up and down and over and slamming it to the ground. Them the only cheeks I plan on turning now. Whether in your pants or out, you going up, you going over, and you going down. Now, other than that, I'm not turning no cheek. So the best way to do this, that makes sense, is we just go ahead and we discuss this, and we go ahead and peacefully leave. That's it. We don't want no trouble. And we'll do like Yahuah do. We'll leave at night. Anything to keep you going, but like Yahuah now, when you run up on me now, I'm not that guy. Now Yahuah, he found out, Laban found out, that joker here get pretty pissed. He said, yeah, you've been pursuing me. He was pretty pissed. He said, I'm playing with you now, you play. When I'm done, now I left you now, there's no reason for you to be behind me. What's all this running behind me for? See, people don't believe the book. Y'all don't believe the book. Y'all don't believe it. See, it's just a convenient passage to read before you get ready to pray, before you get ready to drop down in your food or something. These people, you're praying over poison. Yahushua would have never done it. Why am I praying over something I know bad? Hello? Why are you praying over something you know poison? I don't want him to eat it. Why I'm tempting Yahuwah? I ain't worried about if it's poison. I'm just going to pray over him. If I have a reason to believe something in it, I don't have no reason to pray. I'm not going to pray over it. I don't even want it. Because I ain't going to tempt Yahuwah. If he put something, and just like that, you made something. I have a feeling that you done something to that. I'm not going to pray over that. I ain't going to eat it. And why I'm praying over it? What was my reason why I thought she did something to it? The best thing to do is don't eat it. And it's me praying over it and then telling me, oh man, it must have been stronger than my prayer. No, you just stupid. Because I feel like my prayer for my food, palau, it's because I don't have any idea over it. And I'm giving, first of all, I'm giving homage to him, giving her due to him. At the same time, I'm looking for him to be the one to make sure whatever I eat, that it be sufficient. You know what I'm saying? He making kudash. Because, hey, when them folks in the back of them kitchen, you know, I know some of these jokes, and go, no, let's talk to him. There's a lot of scratching going on in them places. You talk, enter your spit, y'all know projectile be coming out. Man, I like when COVID first came. Them folks had on masks. It'd be a lot of talking back there, God. Them folks ain't throwing no food away. I sent y'all that video that guy sent me from that restaurant. He came to buy a car. I said, how long you been on your job? He said, about a month. I said, yeah, it'll be tight, get you in a car in a month. He said, I had a job before that. I said, what happened? He said, I quit. I said, oh, there you go, nigga, they quit and got fired. He said, man, I can't work in no place, man, with rats and all that. I just pulled that video and said, look at him. He said, they're regular. He said, man, we back there in that kitchen. Y'all seen the side of that rat? That joker looked like he about longer than my arm. That man, listen, that trap couldn't hold that joker head down. Listen, his strength was unknown. He said, we back there cooking. He said the rats there. He said, listen, he said, run out on you too while you back there. He said, man, we dropped food on the ground. He said, man, they said, pick that back up and go ahead and cook it. Them little country restaurant, man, a lot of them play down the cut. I don't eat from a lot of them places. I try to eat. Them folks tell they see me down that cut, you'll see me at Subway. I need you up front, and I need to do everything up front right. I just can't fool with everybody. Now, I ain't saying I don't eat from no place that back down, but I really like to see you up front. Up front gonna tell everything. I see how that your pants unzipped in the front, and you're fat. I know what you've been doing. You've been playing with that meat, ain't you? You ain't gonna get me now. Oh, no. When I see a fat man, their pants unzipped, and come out that kid, that thing open up like, no, I know what you've been doing, man. Go ahead, big man, I'm good. All that stuff, nope. All that pan dropped down the top of that boot out. I know what you've been doing, skinny man. Go ahead and keep that. Because you got to pull, and that thing going to itch. And once you scratch up in there, you don't flake that booty in. All it takes is a flake to kick in your hand. That flake get on your nail, you handle that meat and all that. Nope. So these folks be regular. You know, a lot of these folks, they got too many young folks in a lot of these restaurants around here. And they don't teach, you got to teach them stuff. I worked in a restaurant. Listen, I ain't never spit nobody food. I ain't never get nobody nothing off no floor. You play that stuff. You know what you learn too? You got to go to a restaurant too and eat now. It come back around. Oh, a lot of them do that stuff. They'll be like, it come, listen, come right back around. So we had a restaurant, I kept it clean. We stayed on top of it. We kept bleach water, wipe down, teaching, wipe down. You just got stupid people, they don't want to do it. They don't realize that people's safety. You stay on it, watch that meat, watching that chicken, your hand be so ringed up and everything. I did every time. I ain't never throw no chicken, I never throw no chicken, no sink. That sink had to be bleached, washed, put that chicken down with that water, let it sit, and pour salt on there so you can get the blood out, let it sit. Every piece of chicken picked up and washed. I did that because I used to eat it. It come, you know what I look at? It come right back around. Yes, sir. A lot of folks, let me tell you something. I eat some wing. I try not to, kind of get my diss when I do it. Y'all do know these places that sell them wing. Y'all do know they don't wash them, don't y'all? How many of y'all know that? It's impossible to wash all them wings. Those wings got a soak. I couldn't just throw them in the sink and let them sit. You have to let them set. They moving too many wings to let them wings set. Them American delis, I tell you right now, I know what they do. They take them straight out that box, they go straight in the grease. That's the blood and all. I'm trying to tell you, a lot of it, I don't eat American deli. I don't go to American deli, I don't want nothing out of it. I already know what they do. I had one of them girls there, she got that chicken, man, she was rolling. I said, man, she done got that chicken clean. I said, you clean that chicken? She said, clean the chicken? I said, yeah. She said, I said, what y'all used to do at American deli? She said, we just get it out the box and put it in the grease. I said, we don't do that here. She quit. She started looking how long she had to sit with that white. She let every piece of chicken got to be white. You can't get no handful of chicken and shake it. No, I want every piece of chicken washed, cause I eat them. Yeah, I eat out of myself. I said, I know what I want. I ain't eat it. I know what I want. I'm gonna do it for somebody else. I'm telling a lot of these places. Y'all seeing, y'all won't eat out a lot of these places. It best it be like it is. You go to that one to get it, and you get your food in the bag, and you have no idea what done. Nose diggers, breath stink, everything going on. These folks no good when they're irresponsible. But it come right back around. Because you're going to eat somewhere, and you're going to get the same thing. So I try to do a lot of Subway eating. Now I go to Publix, I like to see you. As soon as they pop up, they say, take your order. I say, you can take them gloves off. They said, huh? So you want me to change my glove? You just popped up on me with some gloves and said, yes, I want you to change them. And the first thing I tell them, pop up, how can I help you? You take them gloves out and put on some more. Said, oh, I can put on some more, but it shouldn't be no problem. I don't know where you done came from with them gloves. Them could be your condom. Only Jamaican, oh, I just started a mercy with y'all. I don't know about pop up me with no gloves on. Where them gloves been? They be touching everything. They be handling stuff and go touch on the computer, come back. I said, okay, and change them gloves. I had one shit piss. You went and did it again? Change them gloves. They just look, oh, you'll be all right. I'm telling you, you can't keep touching on machine with them gloves. What you think, they purify themselves after you touch something dirty? I'm like, nigga, I couldn't let you just use your hand. Uh-oh, they don't get it put. Them folks be pissed with y'all. So I get them every time. Picking up them knives, yeah, pick up. I said, what you been doing with that knife? I said, you been cutting pork with that knife? I said, no, mayonnaise. I said, I definitely don't want no mayonnaise on. Go there and wash it. They be pissed. They got to go back there. I had one, she had to go back, she cut that water, she had to lay it down. She got through, she had wiped, she brought her down. What you want? I said, change them gloves. So I just changed. I said, you just went back there and cut that water on and off too. Think I'm stupid or something? Oh, they be pissed. But because they retarded. Don't y'all know, they think when they put them gloves on, it don't matter what they do, I'm going to be all right with it. Look, retard, I had you to change them so I can see you doing them. What make you think I'm good with you cutting that water on and off with that? I don't know what them people been doing who been touching that faucet. I know a lot of y'all go to the bathroom, wash your hand, get them all clean, and get it, cut it off. Let me tell you what you can do. Do this when you go like this and start eating. It's the same thing. Do y'all know how nasty them water things are? Let me see, who uses this? People who just got to taking a dump, who did the tissue miss. They went to rub and the tissue rolled out the way. Sky y'all. Those people come to water sometimes. I mean, I cut out with a napkin. I don't want no dough with them folks. I was at one restaurant, I tell them I'm going to get rid of it. So I was in there. Dude washed his hair, he just stood up, he just standing around, just walking around. I had got through, I washed my hand. I said, ain't no paper towel. I was looking, and he just standing there looking. I said, this nigga here was waiting on me to open this door up for him. This nigga, just so helpful. What I read, I came in that bathroom earlier. I don't know why. I grabbed some extra paper towels, stuck them in my pocket. Couldn't have had them cloths they have at the table, your forks and stuff. I just had them had one in my hand. I rubbed my hand on the door. I like, you a nigga. I sat here and look at this nigga here. You were waiting on me to grab this door, nigga, weren't you? He gonna wait. He just sat. He just hanging around there just waiting. He just sitting here and trap. One no paper towel. I looked. I said, I know this nigga one. I had a paper. I would dry my hand. I grabbed that paper. He get ready to go. I'm like, you a real nigga. You sat here and wait. He figured maybe that nigga don't know no better. He'll grab that. Y'all know that's for them white boy walk out that door. And them niggas worse than white folk. Straight out the back door. Listen, I seen someone pop out that door. How many of y'all here do that? Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. When in my spot, if you will, let that be the first question. And they get, no, I know I don't be washing their hands. Go ahead and pop that thing, they grab that door and go on out there and sit down and start licking. Handful of fried bread, everything. All the food they get, handful. They don't even want no silverware. Y'all can't do that. That's why so many people sick. For my young people, y'all learn that. Don't do that stuff. That's why people be sick. Y'all putting stuff in your mouth and you been touching that stuff. Nasty people everybody who touch their hands nasty. Who got clean hands that cut on water wash their hands? Do y'all wash your hands when they clean? When y'all wash your hands? Hold on, come on.
Real quick, son.
You wash your hands when they clean?
I got confused.
You got confused. At least you honest. That's all I want. Go ahead and sit down. That man said, I got confused. That's all. If more folk would be honest like you, though. There's some folk, yeah, I wash my hands when they clean. Makes absolutely no sense. Who washes clean? Nobody. You wash dirty clean. All right, we're going to get ready to go. I appreciate that, though, what you said. Did I get anybody else? Christian, you tell me why you feel good about yourself. Dang, that's a good one. I want you to put a check by your name, Chris. That man said, well, come on, Chris. Come on, my brother Jack called. Come on. I said, I was waiting on him. He looked back, he thought about it. I said, this is going to be a good one. He said, wherever I go, that's who I am. Yeah, you got to get a check. But then you said he get a check, and you ain't even here to see it. Well, that's a good one, though. That was a good one, though. But when you thought about what you said, this one here going to be it, right? Who else had their hand up? Everybody telling who else got a letter they need to be read? No, you got no letter. Darren said, what is it, Darren? Tell them.
Well, for me, preaching is it's more like an identity. The people I come from, we really like totally messed up, don't know who we are. Coming here, learning who I am and what real history is, I have something I can actually build. I actually know it's real. Like all the stuff I learned in school, learning is not nothing. So coming here, learning what the book really about, why people really do it, it's giving me something that's very special. So I take it very serious. I really cherish it. So come around other people and how they act and what they do, I never feel pressure that I got to be like them.
Yeah.
Because I really don't care.
Yeah.
What they doing is temporary, not already over.
Yeah.
I've done some stuff like them, and I know it ain't nothing to do. This is one of the most solid thing I've done in my life. It means the most to me. So there's no pressure to try to fit in with the people. I did that.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. That was good. You talk about for those that couldn't hear him about, not having the pressure of the world and having identity, knowing who he is and how the word has been real instrumental. Now, you know what Chris is saying? Ask me again now. No, you're good. But he was just saying how it really helps having identity and then knowing you have a part. And people might say, well, he kind of just way on black or black. It's not that. It's just I understand the oppression of the people who I teach, as a majority. And that don't mean I don't sympathize, I don't have empathy. I have empathy for people all over, but I know to get a better group of people, of our people, they just need to be empowered. The reason why we fight and we hate, I've been guilty of it. Just really angry and hostile toward my people. And it's because the system kind of pushes us. We don't give each other the benefit of doubt. Before, the first thing is escalate and lose it. It ain't never benefit of the doubt of, that might not be your day. I'm going to give you, predators do that sometimes. They don't just naturally sometimes fight. Sometimes they'll give off signs. They'll piss a whole 5-mile area. That's to keep you away. They'll do that. Listen, I'm going to piss on everything mine to just keep you. You can smell it and know it. So when you cross that, then you looking for trouble. So then I growl. Then I might stomp and hit to give you that opportunity, and you can say, not today, and walk on. Or I can say, move on. If it's going to be you don't keep coming, then I got to meet your aggression. But we don't give each other the opportunity, chance to say, before we just lose each other, let's just do something different. Let's try to avoid it, because but in order to do that, you got to have something that more or less grounds you to feel like you don't have to fight every battle. I have felt like I had to fight every battle. And I think for the quote unquote Negro man, all of us feel like that. You feel like you can't nothing pass. If a man look at you too long, I gotta check him. He might think I'm. That's his eye. I don't control that. He doesn't take anything from me from looking. You know what I'm saying? But we always feel like things have been taken from, and they have. You think about it, you were taken from your land, you were brought here, and they put you somewhere. Okay, you got a family. It's still captivity. Then I take your kid. Then I take your wife. So it's always takes. I take your shanty. I take your position. So I'll never let you ever hold something that you can have, and this is yours, and say nobody can take this from you. So since we've grown up with everything being taken, it's just natural. We're just hostile. We're just hostile people. Because we've never been able to hold on to something and somebody say, this is mine, and nobody can take it. You see what I'm saying? Think about when Yahuah came. He told us about things being in his hand. Nobody can do what? Think about this. Why would I have a conversation with y'all as teaching saying that I have something that nobody can take? Who am I talking to? People that everything's been taken from them. Then he could express why. He said, because my Father gave it to me, and nobody is able to take it from him. So you're talking to people who look at, we done lost our land, we done lost our children, we lost our religion, we lost our writings, we lost our possessions, we lost our position. So it's a constant take with us. And other races don't see it, mainly white people don't see it. Every other race, they've dealt with it as well. But it happens to us on such a regular basis. That's why we so destructive and we hate each other, because we hate ourselves. We hate ourselves for the fact we can't do nothing. Like, we'll go to a protest march, and we're here because this will spark one, and people don't realize why. Just say if it's a march because police brutality or police or the death where a police officer kills somebody. It ain't everyone, we know one. So let me see for a second. Hypothetically, you stand on the other side here, you just stand here with your sign, you stand here protesting. I'm standing on the police, you know what I'm saying? Back up. Back up. And now, you know, he look at, this is what I'm out here for. And now you handling me. And he's already hostile. You come on, I mean, you know, just you for so this, and they might say, you know, but it's like we got to work something to where we keep trying to find ways of how do we express enough is enough, and we never look right. It's always, they come out here to tab something. You tore up something first. They never address that. They just look for a reason. A nigga done got killed by a white police. Oh, what's gonna happen now? Oh, now they got an excuse to burn something. Well, we burned anything before that. Right. Why you keep saying us an excuse? Right. This is how we're trying to show you our anger. Right. When September 11 hit and 5, 6, 7 white folk died, you tore up 2 countries. Right. He always looking for a reason to tear up something. So they make it, and this is what pissed me when our people, you say, well, you know, really, well, don't start something and tell me how far to go. Right. You don't control how far to go when you started it. That's right. You took the life. That's right. Now you worry about a building? The building is more precious than the black life. Look at this. That don't even make no sense. Why they gotta burn these buildings? Why you ain't saying it don't make no sense why they kill this nigga? Right. It's never, you shouldn't be out here. Y'all should be at home. You shouldn't be out here protesting. Buildings getting burned and people out here with violence. What about the violence that was taken for the person that's dead? Breonna Taylor. That was one of our future mothers. This woman wasn't what you call it, what they might call it, Section 8. Y'all see? She wasn't just laying up popping babies. This woman was an EMS worker. This woman worked saving life. She done went to a White House. She did the same thing she did to a black one. She did the same thing for an Asian, any one of them. And this woman was shot dead in her bed. We were told that this woman was a kingpin, an international drug dealer. This is the lies you told on this woman. You hid her death for months. We start marching. People come out. Look at that. Don't make no sense. Why these buildings gotta get burned? And we're trying to figure out, this enrages us. You killed this woman and you worry about a building? And you're gonna make it look like that's all black people. They just looking for a reason to burn something. How many buildings getting burned by right now? You ain't gonna believe why. Because we hadn't found the next victim yet. We hadn't found the next person they killed yet. But when one comes, skip it, we on the street. Because we tired. Right. This is the same stuff from slavery when people had to sit here and watch. One black, and everybody had to sit here and watch. White man saying, I make an example out this nigga here for the rest of y'all niggas. Whip this man, we had to just sit there and you got to just watch. Nobody can do nothing. Because it only going to get worse. One jump, he going to make it punish everybody. So you have to sit here and watch it. You have to watch them hung, watch them beat, watch them dismember, and you can do nothing. So what y'all think we do now? We look. It's the same thing. You can't do it. You don't win. You come out March, guess who you are? Antifa. Don't lie. Who in here know Antifa? Who in here a member? You know what they saying right now? They lying. I don't know them people. I don't even know how they spell it. I don't care how they spell it. I don't know why every time. How many of y'all remember Black Lives Matter? Why we got to hit it light every time something happens? Black Lives Matter. You know what? Black Lives Matter wasn't killing them. Every time they come with the dumbest stuff. I told them I was in St. Martin, white woman said right there. Woman look here in 98, that lady told me, George Floyd died. Straight face. She told me, she said, Black Lives Matter killed him. I said, listen, what a clip. I said, no man. I said, Black Lives Matter. She said, Oh, she said, that's what they say. This woman left America in 1998. That woman told me this about 2 years ago, 3 years. She said right in my face, told me, she said that whole thing was staged by Black Lives Matter. I don't even live in America. I ain't been here since 1998. See, white people, and she think if I would have never known, I would have never been here. I'd have believed this white woman spread that same lie. And I told her it didn't happen. She said, that's what they say. So every lie they keep telling is a Black Lives Matter staging and Antifa. Why Black Lives Matter? Why Antifa ain't the one with the police? Why the police ain't Antifa when they do it? See, it's always us. We all Antifa. Guess who else we all work for? Do y'all know who our niggas work for? Y'all ain't gonna believe it. George Soros. How many of y'all get a check from George Soros? Don't. So y'all finna say and tell that lie. Y'all gonna tell me that y'all don't work for George Soros? Where these white folk get these lies from? How many of y'all here know George Soros? How many of y'all getting money from George Soros? You know who we do know? Sorrow. That's probably what they think we knowing. Niggas know sorrow. Yeah, we know sorrow. We don't know no George. Why white people just tell lies all the time and make it look like this is all we want to do is just tap and just destroy stuff? What make you think that? We just want our own. We want a fair opportunity, fair chance. We're doing what any other race would have been killed, y'all. We not. I ain't gonna tell that lie. Any other race would have been killed, y'all. No. We're doing better than any other race. Anybody else would have been killed. Nobody do it. Nobody would do it. You go take any wild animal out of the jungle, out of the kingdom, and take them and put them in a cage, and you lock them up, and you walk in there and you want to turn your back and see what happens. That animal gonna kill you. You took me away from my habitat. You the person that and you know who they kill. And then what? They want to kill the animal, and the animal at fault. You know what the animal look at? They tell me that all the training was trying to do was kill them. Keyword: I don't need you to feed me. I will feed myself before you came. That's what they see. That's how they do you. They give you your eggs, they give you your cheese, and they give you that sorry pack of cereal. And they think now you shouldn't attack them. But you got to understand, where I'm from, I'm used to feed myself. I didn't have no handler before I met you. Now I'm getting handled. I ain't no pot. Y'all got that handler? Don't try to handle me. Ain't no pot. You like that? We'll make some shirts with it. Ain't that right? There ain't no pot trying to handle me. Oh, my wife, she like that. You better, honey. I'm just saying, we got to get, stop letting them trying to tell us how we supposed to react when something happens. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to tell. It'd be like them. It'd be like in the hospital, you can't breathe. They tell me, calm down. Let me say, I can't breathe. Oh, quit moving. I can't breathe. Calm down. Calm down. Are you serious? That's retarded. What I'm gonna do? I can't breathe. How many of y'all gonna be calm? You can't breathe. Calm down. Now stop. That's a natural reaction. Although they train them to tell you something, they look at it and they look at the nigga is the only animal who can take command that make absolutely no sense based off his condition. I'm taking a whip, I'm beating you. Wow, quit moving, nigga. Whoa, how this work? I'm pulling skin, splitting meat. Quit moving, nigga. It makes no sense. We're the only people that obey command that don't make no sense. Man, it's not common sense to tell me no command like that. It's retarded. All right, let me try to move on. You cut your computer off early, then you're going to be you doomed anyway. And then somebody at home, I'm sorry, Eric, go ahead. What? No. Let me say this now. When I say happy, well, you saying happy about being black. Did I say y'all be happy about being black? Because I lead this. I ain't gonna, now I'm a hypocrite. I'm going to be up front. I'm going to like it while I got it. First opportunity I got, I'm out of here. Because I'm going to get with some folk want to do something. I'm being with y'all. I ain't never seen some people get done the way we done, and it don't matter. It ain't about killing them, taking them from them. It's about you taking control of your destiny. Why do you think that you will be the worst manager, the worst decision maker for yourself? That insults my intelligence. Like me, I remember I stopped working for people back in 2001. 2001, I stopped working for people. I started working for myself. And it was rough. It had this, ups and downs. And I did like everybody did. I want to go back to work. I did. I wanted to go back to work at first. I did. I made it. Mr. Yahuah, I made it. And you know, and you know the thing why I had to get over the fear of? The same thing you do for those people, you can do for yourself. I worked crazy hours. I pushed it, work for them people. I would come in sometime before the sun come in. I would work late. I'd be the last person, and I should have been off. And the white man went home with my dispatch. I took care of his job for him. And he would tell me that. I said, I'll let him know what all was done. I would send them guys home, send them in, get their trailer, keep working, send everybody in. I was sending them in for him. He told me, I said, he said, he wouldn't even look at, he said, I already know what you did. I was like, oh, I'll get a report, what I had, got this done, all that. He said, I already know what you did. He would leave and go home to his family. He knew I would stay there to make sure it got done. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what we just naturally do. We'll love their stuff better than they'll love it. We'll be more responsible. I looked at, why wouldn't I be responsible for myself? I got in, I worked, and I busted my behind to do it. I wanted to go back, I did, but I looked at, I said, no, I don't want to do that no more. I didn't. I got it, I said, I'm done with that. I don't want to do that. I just didn't want to be, I don't want to be bothered no more. I just didn't want to do that. Once I got out of my system and realized I could do this for myself. I look at it, it's a lot of responsibility. At least with a job, you got a guaranteed check with them. I'm looking at, I mean, my money, nothing guaranteed. They can shut down, his kids can F up everything. I want to take mine, I want to be in control. If anything gonna happen to me, I'm gonna go broke or something shut down, I'm gonna be the first person to know it. I'm not gonna be the last person. I'm popped up to places and signs on the door. Signs on the door, shut down. I said, I just rather, anything shut down, I need to know it first. I just rather take control of my destiny and have that control myself. And now, I'm not teaching against jobs and working. I'm just saying, and I say that to this end that helped out to let me understand how things can work. We constantly always think that somebody has to micromanage us and handle us to make this, to teach us how to do something. Nobody has to handle us, to make us, we already know how to operate. It's because you've been under control of people so long in your life, it's hard for you to ever see yourself doing something. You can do just as good a job maintaining and doing for yourself than you do for these people. But for whatever reason we look at, it's security and safety with them. What's security and safety? These people can't give a bad check. These people can't shut down. If anything, they hit harder to them than anybody else. Because they got so much, and they don't take but so much for them to just shed and lose everything they got. I just rather just keep it in my hands and handle it myself. When I got from under them people and took them bits out of my mouth and took that, ain't nobody putting no more back on me. They ain't too good, and if I had to get a job now, I sure go to work and get one, and I'm going to steal. It's going to be for peace sake. If I don't steal, I'm going to kill you. So I'm going to be stealing. No. Hopefully. I said hopefully now. I want to say I'm where I'm supposed to be. But at the end of the day, you just want to be able to realize, I'm just a proponent just believing that people of color can work together and live together and can function. We just need control where it will drop some of the hostility we have for hating and want to take and hating on each other. Same opportunity available for you to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? People don't realize why they put us in these different classes. If a person of color make it, he had to sell out. That's not true. I ain't sold out ain't no white man nowhere under me. Nobody, no nigga either. So I don't sell out to nobody. I ain't kissing nothing, ain't nothing going in my mouth. Y'all hear me? I tell them now I'm my own man and I keep it that way. I ain't bowed, I ain't opening up no cheek. Y'all ain't gonna never see no white man walk in, nothing I got, and stick their head in my face and say, look here, nigga, at that point right there, a funeral be coming right behind it. Cause I am that guy.
That's right.
I don't play that stuff. I'm just, I don't listen. I don't want to do that no more. I've seen too much of it. I'm good. I just like to keep it where I'm at. Yes, it's risk and everything involved. At the end of the day, it's risk dealing with you too. I'd rather just take some of the pressure off me and let it just be, I'd rather be Tony. Let Tony make it or break it. I just rather be that way. You guys can do the same thing too. One thing had to happen, just like white America, they stood together until they got enough niggas in here, slaves, built this thing up and got it, and everybody else, their families are still wealthy. You know why you have no wealth? Because I got too many long gunners. I start a business today, niggas want to make $180,000 tomorrow. I ain't got no check, nothing start, $180,000, that tomorrow. They didn't want to know what they going to get next Friday. You have to build up yours. And the reason why people are afraid, because you don't, all we have to do is sit down and strategize. We can build it. There's nothing they do that you can't do. Nothing. You just got to stop always looking for failure. Build your alliances. Learn how to make sure your spirituality is your main focus. And that pushes me, my drive, to realize I don't need these people to handle me and have to hold my hand and tell me what to do. You know what you need to do. Hello? If you could give people of color opportunity to be in control of things, you'll see a lot of hostility stop. A lot of hostility because we're sick of being handled. We're sick of being lied to and mistreated. We're sick of being underpaid. If you work and you say, well, I'm worth, you'll give folk, man, I'm worth $1,500 a week. Say, well, do this. You go out there and work and make $1,500 a week. Then come back and tell me about it. Man, these folk don't pay nothing because you're not worth $1,500 a week. That's your first lie. You're not worth that. See, your work will prove you out. You know what I do to him? He said, man, make room for him. Take your time. A lot of times folk want stuff too fast. You can't get stuff fast. Man, take time. I ain't got nothing I got fast. I had to work, struggle. Last time, man, we started this out here in my living room. My kids were small. They were small. Was you fat then? You were the fat one then. Yes, sir. Well, he the fat one now. You done lost weight now, yeah. Repeat, ain't nothing new under the sun. Can't say anything, see here new? No, been done before, no. He was that chunky, thick one. But man, listen, I had to work, man. We sat in that living room. I went rented a podium and had a little background, sat in the corner there and made some videos. And kept pushing till we got enough. We went and rented. We started off on Ember Drive, Indicator. Went rented that and got that. My mom remember that, she came down. We were there, started out. I used to cook we started having service on Saturdays. And I used to do them then. So we were keeping it in, didn't even know. We were ignorant and doing something right. Anyway, I used to barbecue and cook. I want to say they came from the word. I want to say it. I want to say, Mama, you came for the word? Mama, I want to say you came for the word. That tight, man. But I'd barbecue, I'd cook, and then sit down and I would teach and do that. Then Sunday, get up and teach too. So, it was a push, but I stayed with it. Everything looked like go back. Folks try to get advice, go back. Don't do it. You need this. You needed somebody. You needed him. Oh, they call it my covering. They say you need a covering. They always come with that stuff. I always sound like some sex stuff. I always want to put some cover over a nigga. Ain't that right? But I wasn't taking no cover. No, sir. Kept on pushing. Moved from Emma Drive, and we moved across the street over there on Rainbow Drive. Moved in one spot right there. What was it, Suite 206? Yeah, Suite 8206. That's what he's saying. Probably want to go drive there and check it just to make sure for the mosh spot coming. Then moved across the street. We grew a little bigger. Went on across the street over there. Chris came our time we came across the street. You came on the other side of the street. You came when I moved across the side. We were probably, I tell them before, we were right there next door with some ambulances. That when Dexter came out there, Rusty, Elder, he came out, it was a, what an Eldorado he had? Man, that thing needed so much lotion on the hood. Hey, man. He soon got a call. What about the bin? Nah, not the. Boston called me. We was over there, Boston called. He was on the bus. He called me. He was on the bus. They were playing football. I think he called me for a game one time. Yeah. Made his way on up there, come see me. I remember all y'all folks. I remember everybody him. I remember when the Lancaster came, not Big Nasty, the other one. And I remember they came down. Aim Shea, I remember they came. She called me. She let me know too. She said, now I'm coming to be, she said, I want to be preached too. We don't want to be preached at. She let me know right there what her order was. She said, we don't need to be preached at now. Be preached too. Yeah, we all came there. Malcolm come on. He was Deacon Clemens then. Yeah, I remember they came on to him. I remember Danny came. Danny had 2 kids. If I know Danny had that disease, I'd have held him off a little bit longer. I said, hold on, Danny, they got to take a little minute. They slow down. Ain't know you're going to be busting kids out like that. And Danny had that. His neck didn't get thrown out back there. Danny, I remember Danny first came. He said, ain't nothing wrong with my body either. That's the first thing. He had 2 kids. And he said, ain't nothing wrong with my body. I can do anything. Soon he got them 15 kids. He came with that thing that pumping him. He got that blood pressure cup on his neck. Every time I look there, pumping and walking. Yeah, boy, it was a long push. We made it though. With the con Yahuah, some came, some gone, and we kept going. I remember Dave came. Dave had all. I didn't know Dave could grow hair. They had all the hair cut. He was standing there. He was like that. They said, I be with it. I'm with it. He said, when we know me? Ain't that right, Boo? Boo said. Then he turned his head, Boo said. He said, all that junk. High fructose corn syrup. None of that stuff. Do it, ain't that right, Boo? Boo said, he looked, ain't that right, Boo said. He turned his head, she said. Man, they had all kind of special. They eat no meat in it. Remember that day y'all can't eat vegetarian? I remember that. It didn't take long to give them a little meat. Carrie came in fresh out them cigarettes. Ain't right, Carrie? Told Judge now, y'all ain't gonna shame me. All right, come on, y'all ain't gonna shame me. That's why he pulled old Keisha in with him, didn't it? That's right, and I went on marital. Isn't that right? Yeah, that was a push. I mean, Antoine, y'all was a little bit, you run all over the place. You can, you all over the place. I thought we were gonna tie you to a chair to keep you from moving around. Something. Man, you were wide, say you hug, you be biting folk. You don't remember that? You were biting folk. How many I remember that? Why you looking at me? Yeah, you be biting folk. I said, mother didn't have no food in Japan. He was just steady biting folk when he got on him. Yeah, boy, something else though. We pushed though, we made it. Riley, then we came up from Alabama. I mean, they dropped him off over the fence. He came, drove down there. I had to sit out there to come rescue him. He got raw. He called me. He said, I'm going to come down there and join. He said, oh, it's a bloody mess out there. I said, what happened? He said, oh, man, it's a mess. I've been pistol whipped, beat up. I said, somebody that told my car, I said, go by and get him. I said, the man bleeds. I had the man take a trunk full of towels. Man took all them towels there, right and called me on the phone. I said, did you call the police? He said, I called you. I said, where the guy? I said, he gone. He said, no. He said, sitting right here on the porch. I'm looking at him. Listen, Riley is on the phone booth in front of their house. He said, they sitting right here on the porch. I'm looking at them. I let it right there. Riley said, he said, I come out the door and got my check. He said, I'm fighting one of the guys. Come on, bro. He said, I'm fighting one of the guys. He said, I'm doing pretty good. He said, the other guy, I said, hey, I went to school with you. He said, that's when I started losing. He said, man, they pistol whipped me, beat me. I had that man take all them towels. Them folk done made a paper gun. They been hit him and tore some little thing and wrote blood on them, dropped them all over the ground. Man, we hurried up, got him stitched up, man, and he had a bunch of paper cuts. We rushed him on down to Atlanta. He been here since. Man, we sure had a time. Woo, it been right. I remember when Hayward came here, man, it rained so hard that day. Man, I thought the war was going to end. Man, he opened that door, that thing just slammed. Wham! That thing opened. And man, listen, and I looked past his suit. It was dry. All the rain and thunder and lightning were right in his suit. Pouring down. Sleeve about that long. Pant leg droop. Oh, man, it was a mess. He had another guy behind they were carrying the back his pant leg like there was a train. I said, man, I tell you the truth. Woo. Man, I had a lot of stuff happen around him. There's some characters done came around here, boy. I remember Humpback came. Oh, my goodness. Humpback came here fresh out of just arguing with their preacher. He done got up and preached on their preacher. I said, Humpback, you can't preach. He done drove on up him, found Kennedy. He said, yeah, you know I'm a preacher. Had Kennedy driving around everywhere he went. Kennedy told the man, said, you know what? He said, man, listen, man, I'm true Yehudi, man. I'm driving you around. You know, so I got that 40 and all. And you want me to run you around these places and got no gas money? He said, what? You ain't no saint. At me for no gas money. He cut Kennedy so hard. Kennedy have that gas money. He told Kennedy, you ain't no saint. That thing killed Kennedy. Man, Humpback came in here. Humpback reporting everybody too. Whoa, he was nerve-wracking. He came to me. He said, yeah, I'm a preacher, so I know how it is. It's hard. These members ain't trying to live right. I'm like, yeah, man, I watch your members, yeah. You be telling them they ain't no band. I'm trying to figure out what they doing around here. He said, man, I seen one of the brothers. I didn't want to say now. Said, man, he crossed the street. He didn't even walk between them two lines. That's it, but he said he was jaywalking. That man ain't trying to live right. Man, Humpback was tight. They had ran all his members out. He had come up there. I slowed him down. We got him right there. He better now. He holding. Tim came out here with them old eyes just glowing. He was quiet. I remember he came on Lithonia West. I remember everybody came here. Dwight, he came, we was over on Glenwood. I remember he came down, he'd kill your nerve. You know he killed my nerve. He was like, ooh, yeah. Oh, he got on our nerves so bad with that thing. Whoa, you remember that? Every time he's like, ooh, yeah. I'm like, what is wrong with this nigga? Woo. Boy, I worried. Asian boy, woo. Made your head hurt. Ooh, yeah. Man, he thought he was some kind of card shark. We peeled him down. He learned to stay away from them cards now. I remember Jahid wrote me, he called me from Afghanistan, man of God. Ain't that right? That man around there passing out watchtowers. Like, man, what you talking about? Yeah, he's a slick one. Boy, it's been a handful though, but woo. It been a so now. Josh, where Josh at? The other Josh out there? Number Trey came here. Remember he had them bro games on. That plaid shirt, trying to look like Tukey Wee. Y'all remember that? He popped up down. Where Greek at? He not trying to hide in off. Yeah, I remember Greek. He on some bro game, some jeans, standing like he from New York. Ain't even fornicating and keeping his word. Yeah. I didn't know he was still in the military. They wound up gonna lock him up. That man, he took a stand though, yeah. He came down here, he was still in the military. And he wound up having to stop. He told me he couldn't come no more on Shabbat. They told him they were gonna lock him up. He stood on it, he waited. They went on ahead and started letting him have them Shabbats off. And he went on and took that stand, and after a while he went on ahead and got on now. He took a stand. Hayward had to do it too. I remember Hayward, he was close to retirement. People done took some stands. I left half. I remember that. And that's serious when you write at retirement. That would mess with his retirement. He had to take a stand though. I remember that. And you know the thing is, Yahuah don't forget it. I remember with Boston, he had a contract to go back and play another year up down. And they were offering him more money. I remember that. He was up in South Dakota. He had called me. He said, I want to come. He said, I want to move down now. He was going to go back. He was like, I was in White, he want to go to Florida, move back to Florida. He said, I want to go back to Florida. He said, I want to move that long. So I did. Moved on here, came on here, got that security job. That dog kept him locked in that room. But I said, I hate that dog. He had to stay with his white cousin. They was on, they had a dog. The dog didn't like bite, so Boss had to stay in the room by himself. That dog, you better not come out, nigga, I'm gonna bite you. He got that security guard. They had a job. He had to stand up 8 hours straight, 12 hours straight. You know when everybody sitting Boss a text saying, keep standing. Oh, but that thing was rough. Oh, that would be they had to keep standing. He was standing the whole day. I remember he called me one day, man, that arm came down there, hit him on his shoulder and broke. He said, preacher, he said, I want to tie. I said, yeah. He said, man, I was out here. He said, man, the gate came down and hit my shoulder and broke. He like, man, he said, man, I just want to quit this job, man. I said, yeah. You'll be all right. He like, I sure didn't want to hear that. He stayed out there, worked out though. Worked out for him though. I said, yeah, keep standing. And it was a terrible post. When you get your break, by the time you walk down there to take your break, you got to turn right back around and walk back. Everybody hated that post. They stood. The white got out there. Oh, the white was terrible. He drove that attitude. They had them Segway. The Segway did high. So the white like this. Wide slap off. He ran there one day, he tried to impress them before he ran. Snapped on some folk ran. That joke gonna hit a curve and went over. Yeah, you when you hit that, you had a bench or something over there? Oh, now he don't remember. I remember. Oh, nobody was around. Yeah. You had done something. Then we had Ryan out there, the Black Knight. Everybody hated Ryan. Listen, folk were praying for Ryan to die. Ryan get folk, but listen. Them folk hate Ryan, you be asleep. Ryan said, Ryan, get that camera. Cannon. As you can see, I called a brother name. He didn't wake up. I'm out. You fired. Listen, you fired at that point. That thing get telling you sleep. Man, I haven't slept on a 15 flight of steps. Just like that. I seen a picture. They had his picture broken in 3 sets. You had his head, his chest, his torso, then his legs and his shoes. Sleeping down some steps like that. I'm talking about concrete steps. I said. Danny sleep outside up on her. Man, listen. Y'all remember little MG, them little small MG? Danny up on her knocked out. They done got on the ground, got a picture of Danny. Click, click. I said, goodness, man, them jokers had a time out there. Woo, boy, we had a time. They said Ryan brought some peace out there. Them folks hated him so bad they ain't eat one slice. He tried to help them people. I brought everybody some peace. He left them folks like, I'm not eating nothing from that man. That man done wrote up everybody. He done wrote up the owner, everybody. Ryan didn't play that stuff. They ain't tell them, they don't know, tell them Dark Knight was off the chain. Woo. They say he come out of nowhere. Them folks like, man, he come out of nowhere. That man, they think Ryan done clocked out and went home. Ryan must sleep at the job. That man lay on top of a building just snapping pictures off. Black Knight, over and out. Send it in the headquarters. Now, y'all all right, though. Let me get ready to move on. Y'all off the chain. Got me reminiscing about how crazy y'all live. Let me ask y'all, how did I get y'all? How was somebody with all this sense I got wind up getting y'all? Yeah, it's crazy, isn't that right? All right, let's get ready to look. This is Romans 15:4, 5, 15:4. It rolled over so much, I don't know. Yeah, 15:4. All right, let's go.
For as much as Nikatah beforehand, Nikatah for our Lamed Kodash.
Separate. Teach us to separate. Again, and that's all Kodash is separating. So you got to think about it in actuality. The fact that the word teaches us to separate. And that's something that's crucial to us, and we might not realize it. Because a lot of time what happened, in a sense, that teaches you how not allowing the word, not allowing you to just be a hearer of the word, but a doer. Because at the point, like you guys seeing him being taught, the whole effect is that you'll separate. And we can look at, like I talk about separating from other nation going, but let's first look at separating from behavior and personalities. You know what I'm saying? Things that are conflicting when it comes down to obeying the word. That's what it teaches. Because if you go and separate from people, and if you don't fix the inner part of you, that's the problem, you wind up becoming the same thing that you say you hated. That is. So you think about it, that makes a difference just knowing that not only did it teach us and show us and instruct us, but it teaches us to separate. That's why we know that we can't keep allowing ourselves to be entangled in with everybody in the world. We can't. We got to separate. It's got to happen. People don't believe it, but we're going to have to separate. It's part of your salvation. Why would you put this in here and you tell me to just stay with them? We've been here long enough. He's enlightened us by giving us the information. Now other people have an opportunity to see it, and then why? You got to do it. We got to go. Go where the light at. Hello? If they want to be saved, they'll do what we're doing. They'll go where the light at. Hello? All right. The book said walk in the Yahuah as who? As what? As he in the Yahuah. And then you have what? So that means if it's just standing there, there's no reason for me to walk. I can stand. But he said walking. That means I had to continue to move. Isn't that right? It move. I have to move with it. And that's what we have to learn how to do. When y'all get these orders, for every one of us, these are orders. When you get them, guard them. Guard them. Because something's going to come, an inner part of you, a conversation from somebody else, and a reaction is going to come to try to tackle, to try to put up a defense against you trying to obey what he told you to do. So if you know that, then you know what type of energy you need to put, or how productive you need to be, or how persistent you need to be in making sure you fulfill the will of Elohim. But I think sometimes we think that just hearing it is enough. You got to realize when you get it, you got to become a protector of it. That keeping it is you protecting it, defending it, making sure it's not broken on your end. Y'all got it? Because you got to think before. We believe that we just heard the word, then the word will just grow by itself, and the word will defend itself. No, after we get it, we got to look at maintaining a behavior. Y'all got it? There are things that are going to come that's going to try to impede against it. It's your responsibility to make sure it doesn't. Y'all got it? All the things we look for Elohim to do are all contingent upon us doing what he told us to do. Don't ask him, you said that you will do. I also told you what to do. I also told you what to do. See, we always throwing something back to him. You said in your word, and in your word you said, he said, it ain't all I said now. No weapon formed against my people. You know, he said, no weapon formed against my people prosper. What's the key word? Well, it's more than one, but you're exactly right. My people. That's the problem. Now I'm saying, so I don't know how someone could come against me. How does all come against me when he said, no weapon formed against his people prosper? It's come against you because you're not his people. You know what? Lo-ami? Remember that? Not my people. See, this is what we're trying to, remember he told that, he said, this is not my people. And he let you know why. He showed you and told a man to go and take a woman who was a harlot, Zanu, whoredom, for whoredom, harlot. And then he told her to take it and told her to raise up children to whoredom, to Zanu. So he let them know why. He said, because this is not my people. If she was a whore, what kind of children she gonna have? And remember, he told her and raise up children to whoredom, which means the children will have the same practices as the mother. And he was trying to let them know, these are not my people. So now when he let them know, name her Lo-ami. Because that meant not, which is not my arm, okay? So now when he did it, he came back and told us, he told her, he wanted the Nabar to know, these are not my people. You know what else he was gonna associate with that? What else would he associate with that? The kid's not my kid. Why? Because of whoredom. What would be the reason to tell him to marry a woman that was a harlot and bring up children to it? So he can show him, this is my situation. Husha, who they call Hosea, this was a man was a keeper. He was a guard of Elohim word. But you know, he realized, my wife is a whore. And my children are whoredom. So you know what he let him know? I got the same situation you got. You ain't gonna believe it. I'm married to a harlot. And the children of my wife, of my Isha, their children are whoredom. And you ain't gonna believe it. They're not my people. So he understood when Yahuah let him know that these people were Lo-ami. He understood. They're not their people because they're people they're dead set on whoredom. And we start looking at, when we look at harlotry, we look at it. Can we look at what harlotry means? Please. Before you do that, let him go and finish reading that song, how to come back in your mind. That way you don't have to, I don't want you to have a bad. In order that through
endurance and through the nakum of the Kitabim, HaKadash, we might hold fast tikva.
Y'all said sitting, waiting, not wavering. See that whole tikva, they're going to put for hope. That's because that's what we understand using the English word. All right, let's look up whoredom or harlotry. Since we're there. I'm gonna look at harlotry. Harlotry, meaning, yeah, appreciate it. Oh, they got video. Let's say it, meaning. R-Y. Okay. Saying derogatory. Prostitution. Why? Well, that's hollering. Oh, harlotry? Okay. They put it for prostitution. Sending them harlotry. Sexually. Prolific, what's it for? Yeah. Use it in a sentence. I ain't never did it. If a woman do that, she ought to get paid. If you prolifically, you need to get all your money. Charge that nigga extra. That's a lot of work. And it sounds like it hurt. A unprincipled or immoral woman. So I know it got unprincipled, but principle is just elementary codes. We look at the principles or something. That's what they're elementary codes, the word principle. So they don't have certain codes. Or it's called saying she's an immoral woman. So you look at those morals are going to be set on society rules and regulation, but we're going to relate that over to Elohim regulation. So when you look at putting yourself into these situations, you look at people that are basically, he look at that are violators of his Torah. He look at them being the same way. There are the morals that he put forth. That's why we got the Torah. The Torah sets our guideline for our morals on how it dictates our behavior and how we do certain things. And once we go outside of that, it puts us in the same stimulate or the same line as harlotry or prostitution. because you put yourself in an immoral type situation to where you lack certain moral, you lack certain values and different things that he set for us to do. Just like if a man, the book talking about he that will a hard Chay will love life and will see good days, let him do what? That's going to be a person that value it. They talk about basically going to look at value. We talk about value like they use commas. We know when a comma set, the money goes up. Every time you get a comma, every 3, you get another comma, then we know it's more. So he try to look at how you value certain things, and that's what we're trying to look at, how he gets us to look at the Torah. And what makes us to a value to him is that we keep the Torah. Let's look at something right quick. See the 31st chapter of the book of Hostility. 31, 10. Let's see something. They call it Proverbs. Hostility. We'll look at that. Okay. Okay. All right, 31 and 10. Listen.
Who can find in Asha Kayil?
So they want to know about a woman that's a soldier. Somebody said a woman of valor. It also refers to a soldier too. But in this case, it would be talking about a woman of valor. Can we see what valor is, please? Probably distinction. I know when Valerie said she thought a valor was her with a paddle on a boat. Valor, don't worry about it. Great courage in the face of danger, especially in a battle. That's what he looked at. Bravery or similar words, courage, fearlessness. So now he asked it. Now you got to ask yourself, the fact that he's saying who can find one, and then it tells you one definition they use is valor. And under valor, we're going to look at similar words. We're going to look at bravery, courage, fearlessness. Now, he asking you who can find one. Tells us what? Well, not only that, I'll tell you what the problem is, why the women don't do it, because of fear. Because they don't have courage. Y'all got it. That's just being honest. He asked you who can find one. He asked you about a woman of valor. And the reason he would look for one with valor, because what? Most of them fear. Why do you think? There's a lot of women will cover their head up when they get out and they get in front of family or other people that pressure them, they can't do it because of fear. They don't have the courage. Some stuff they wear, they won't wear to make it look like it's a religious act. It's something, make it look like it's just style and fashionable. Because this women, sometimes you'll say one thing, this women wear wrap sometimes now. And you will tie their head, and it ain't because of the belief, it's because I don't want to comb and to do it, and I'm just doing something fashionable, something different, something quick to go. And you'll think to assume something, but now he's talking about who can find a woman of valor. Y'all got it? A woman who's brave, a woman that's courage. And see, a lot of women, they don't look at it. They think it's brave to go out there and get a job and run out there fighting out there with the men instead of taking care of them kids in their home. It'll cause a problem. I'm telling you, a lot of stuff you have to be real careful about. A lot of things will cause problems. It will. It'll cause problems. Now we'll look at, since we're over here, we're going to look at this. Let's see what he said. Let's go back to 31 and 10. All right? So that's what he want to look at. And this is what he told you about her.
For her worth is far above rubies.
See that? That's something to consider. So her price is far above rubies. Any of y'all got any rubies? That show you what the value was. It could be something cheap, and he was telling you about it then. They tell you it was costly. It was something that was expensive and regarded to be, and not something that many people would have. And he told you if you had them, he said he will price it. He's using something. Now, what did they want to know what rubies cost? Why would he tell you that her price is far above rubies unless people knew that was an expensive, rare commodity? And now I'm comparing her to it. It's far above. So whatever the price is that they knew it to be high, he says far above that. So whatever it is, it ain't like they the same level. It exceeds that. Okay? This is her network. Okay? Listen. The lob
of her Baal does securely trust in her.
The lob, they spell it live. L-A-B is how we typically spell it. They're saying that the A actually makes an E sound and that the B makes a V sound. They put it live. Y'all got it? but for us we say lob, and I think they'll spell it as L-O-B. Am I correct? L-O-B, but here when they did it, they're trying to say L-E-V. So they show you the conflicting when people are doing it, trying to say which way they're saying you actually enunciate it, because they're saying it's actually L-E-V sounding. When some do the L-O-B, they're saying it's lob. We're saying lab. You know what I'm saying? We're saying lob, but we're saying L-A-B, okay? So you kind of want to just know that you can depict what people are doing. You just need to know what people are doing to you, okay? So he said that that lob, that inner affection of the husband, he doth securely trust in her. He has no reason to doubt her or to believe that she would do anything contrary than what she should be doing. And a woman that's married should consider that, because this is where you should be. All right, so that he
shall have no lack of gain.
So he should be prospering with a woman. And unfortunately, sometimes now when you get a wife, you're losing. Like y'all women, listen. So that he shall have no lack of
gain,
sex,
gain,
profit. That's what he just told. That's why her network, that's why you put up there. He can't lose with her. You get a woman, you know what some guys say? Man, I can't trust my wife with no money, man. My wife stealing money, she'll spend that money. This ain't talking to her. This not describing her, but this tell her what she need to be. He said he's not going to lose with her. She's a prophet. He said he doesn't lack gain. Okay, this is not detergent now. Look. Listen to this now.
She will do him tube.
And they put tav.
And
they're saying what we said T-U-B, tube, tub. They're saying it's actually T-O-V is the sound. They're saying it's not T-O. They're saying that the U makes an O sound and that your B makes a B. So they're saying love, okay? But I mean, that's what they say. I see what they're saying, but that's them talking, okay? So it's good to watch everybody know what they're doing. Biggest thing is understanding that these people don't all agree. Because we look it up, that's not how they're going to spell it. Okay? They're going to spell it T-U-B, tub, pronounced tube, and then it's saying it's tov. It's tov. It's what they're saying is for good, okay? Come on.
She would do him tube and not Rosha, all the yamim of her
He's saying
Kai.
raw. Yeah, he's saying the raw. Short. Because we see it typically as R for the Rosh, A, then I think they put an accent, but they just did it raw. They'll put it short for Russia. They'll just do the raw for short. All right.
All the yamim of her Kai.
Y'all see what that happened? Now, you know how many wife and husband have conflict and argue with their wives because they feel like she has not did good by him, that she's done something wrong by him? And look what she would do. She will do him too good and not evil, wrong, all the yamim of her kai, all her living. This is something a lot of women won't want to look at. Because, you know, people got to grow, people got to change. And you know what they look at? This is something for you to aspire for. Being a woman of valor, understanding your position. A lot of people want their position, but they don't even understand what the position called for. Because they want it, and they still want their own ambitions, their own goals. This woman here, if you look, her stuff is about him. This starting off about him. What's going to be her obligation? Hello? Why do you think he told you that a woman that doesn't have a ish, which is a husband, can serve Elohim better than one with one? All these things make a difference when you talk about a person not being married, because there are things you can't do when you're married. You're under somebody. This is part of her salvation. How much did it talk about Elohim? She would keep all other 10 Amar, the commandment. She would keep the Taba. She would clean up the sun. She would clean up the Mashkan. This is talking about her and her obligations with him. Because Elohim look at the same thing. Your first obligation is to him, but you can't understand that unless you understand your obligation to your husband. Hold on, let's see something. See that 1 Corinthians 11:1. We don't went over here for some reason. Now, I know the men, they'll get off on that. This ejaculation stuff here. You get off on this. But you better make sure you're doing what you need to be doing by Mr. Yahuah.
That's right.
That's the truth now, because you ain't going to believe it. He don't describe you as no masculine except as a son. The relationship he had with you, he refers you as a isha, a wife. That's a reason why, 2 reasons. Anybody know Ryan? Hands. When I turn around, tell me who's up first. 2 reasons. Son and wife. 2 hands. That's 2. Good. Y'all ain't got the answer. Look at Ian. They ain't going to play like he's sick. He done drove himself home. Don't worry about it. A lot of folk put a check by his name. I called it twice. So, how many, Chris, let me ask you this before you go to that. Did the night that you feel like I ain't going to get no check tonight? Put 2 up there. We done told folks come and live. Don't come and expect none of yourself. Don't come in here. Y'all hear that? When y'all come in, just say I'm a wounded vessel. That way you don't be so high in your living. Isn't it right? You've been doing good so far. Go and put the check up there. You'll mess up for now. Come on, Des. Come on, Des. We can't. If this man couldn't get it right, how we gonna? What it look like? Do you? Let him decide. Do you feel like Des shouldn't put a check out there by his name? I just mind my business. I don't want no problem. You just want to check by yourself? I don't want no problem. I'm gonna see. He gonna tell you, don't worry about it. Come on, yeah, all right. So yeah. Trying to live too right over there. You're trying to ease and slide back there. Don't you feel better? Somebody else go up there too Christian. That look bad, ain't you? Just go up by yourself. You feel better. Isn't that right? Don't everybody want to feel better? That's tight. Folks don't want to feel better. That's scary. Stand around, you put a check up there by your name, but not want to feel right. Isn't that right? And tell the choker when you get home. You don't feel good. No, but so 2 reasons why. Your description is sons. When he refer to you as sons, then he described you as effeminate, as a wife. Hands. Hands. Okay. That's tight. All right. Who was up first? In the hall. Did the hall have their hand up? We got some noisy little shoes, ain't it? We got some tappers on there. He all right. He be stomping, but them legs bow-legged. Boy, I hope you don't be big like your daddy was. Ooh, no, but we're going to have you running early, ain't we? Your hand up. You got an idea? You ain't strong on it? Hold on, we got Ian. Then I come back. Who hand was up first? All right. What you got, Ian? Come on, put a check by your name, Ian. Come on. We can't have that. We can't have that. What we look like? Let these kids, let they get up. Don't y'all feel better? He need to pay too, ain't it? Answering all them questions all the time, ain't that right? Come answer with your name and they board and the check. You want to know what the question is again? Put another check up there. Trying to know. All right, the question was, now I'm going to let you put your name up there still. Though. I don't even forget, you got to still do that. Come get you a nice little spot right on there so we can see right here. So the question was, he described you as sons, and then, they did good. You usually talk to yourself when you put checks out there? You usually talk to yourself when you put checks out there? Put another note there, because you got out of order. You say, if you regularly do it, it'd been normal. So what the question is, he described you as sons, then he described you as wife. These are 2 different connotations. He described them as his sons, then he described them as effeminate, his wife.
What about the second question? We did that one.
That is the first and the second question. And put another check up there for not knowing that. That's just between me and him. Nobody can hear that. You got it? Yeah, think on that one. All right, you good though. Chris, you had your hand up. You got the answer? Yes, sir. Good, because I'm going over him. Which one? You said Ray had a hand up first. Yeah, Ray. Ray, how you feel about that before you answer? And you still gonna throw it out there? You know what I do if I feel like I messed on myself, I ain't really sure? I go check. How many of y'all, you ever put it sometimes where you like, I hope I didn't, I just need to check. Yep. Ain't nobody had that? Smitty, put your name on the board, because you living too right. You ain't never had that. You ain't never put it and felt like wet back there, you like, oh, I might have got to check it. Take your check on. Put a check, then take a check. Put your check up there. Trying to live too. Y'all think I believe that? That woman 59 years old, and she ain't never had to. If I undone it, I know she undone it. 28 years, I know I almost smelled something before. That wasn't me. Put a check up there for trying to be righter than me. So whoever we got, so y'all understand the question now? You got it? You got to get up there to put it up there.
I'm trying to see where it is first.
Wait a minute, you get up there, it's still, the closer you get, it's going to get there. Yes, sir. I don't know. Ray, you going to pass? You got it. He's going to take a shot at it. Both of them come out the album and what? Okay, that's good. Come and put that check up there. Does you want to go for it? Chris? Chris, if your answer going to be an answer where if it ain't right, it's going to be like, I could take that. Or it's going to be an answer where, go and put a check up here. How many of y'all think, close your eye, Chris. How many of y'all seeing check? All right, that's between us. All right, y'all ready? All right, Chris, what is it?
For the sons, fathers, provoke not your children,
Reminiscence, that's right.
For the wife, husband,
Well, love your wives.
not just that.
Not just that.
How to dwell with them, so to pray for all night.
Yeah. So Yahuah don't want his Palau to be here. Come on, man. Come put this up. That's tough, man.
But could you take it?
No, I can't take it. Are you gonna try it? All right, Cannon going. What y'all thinking? Check? Don't look back now. What y'all say? Check? Right answer. How many hands for check? How many y'all for right answer? That means y'all get a check if you right. I don't know how much to go here.
Is it, well, for the kids, it's the inheritance,
Okay.
and the wife is the joint heirs?
That's all it was. He hit it down the head. That was that. This is why, the reason why you need to know it. Because the reason why he referred to you as sons, because that's the only way you can get the inheritance. Remember, you're going to inherit it, man. See, what people look at, a lot of things people don't realize, because this is where people get confused. He referred to you as his sons. And, all right, reason why, hands. Hands. I'll stop there right now. Hold on, I'm going to get somebody. I already got somebody. I saw something. No, but they don't know why. He put both. Carrie put a hand up there. Tell them why. Tell them how they come into play. Yeah. The reason why you find the sons is because the sons inherited. That's why he referred to you as his sons. Then he referred to you, and the reason why he talked about the wife, because he told you you're joint heirs together. So he got it on either end that you still can be inherited. Because both of them, he told you to dwell with them, where he talked about as heirs together in life. See that? That's why he covers both ends. Everybody would have understood that anything me and my wife get, it's ours. So anything he possessed, if we're supposed to be his Ashar, guess what happened? Then we inherit it that way. If he referred to us as his sons, then we're going to inherit the Malkut. Y'all got it? So he covers himself on the different end because they knew that. Now, the reason why you'll find and where most people get thrown off at in 2 Corinthians 6 and 17, we told you, wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate. Badal, said Yahuah, and touch not unclean thing I receiving, you should be my. And the reason why you got that connotation, hands. That's what I thought. That's why you pay me. The reason why you had that is because of a situation came up with Mushah. There was an each that passed. I'll get through and put that check up there. But so now, what happened with it, for those that are not familiar, the Abba died and he had no sons. Well, the only thing they knew was it was always passed to the Ish, to the sons, to the Ben. Well, the women told Mushah that their father had no sons. And yet his inheritance, where were they going? So Mushah went to see Yahuah concerning this matter. And when he went to Yahuah, he let them know they're exactly right. That inheritance will go to them. But what they had to do, they had to marry only inside of their matah. So if they were from Nephilim, they couldn't marry nobody from Benjamin. They had to marry somebody from Nephilim. He said that way, otherwise the land gonna get pulled apart. Because every one of the matah, which is the tribes, all had their own land. So he covered it, he said, but they couldn't do this. They couldn't marry somebody outside of that matah. That's how your law came in 1 Corinthians chapter 7. He talked about a woman. her husband, if he be dead, said she could marry whom she will, only in Yahuah. That's how they understood it. Because they couldn't marry outside that matah. It didn't make no difference who they like. So when he told them they can only do it in Yahuah, they understood it because the Torah had already designated that if a woman had gotten inheritance from her father and he had no sons, that she could only marry somebody inside of that matah. Y'all got it? That's why he told you to come out from among them and be separate and touch not the unclean thing, and I'll receive you, and you should be my sons and daughters. Said Yahuah. They knew it because Yahuah declared that the woman could inherit. Think about it. He's talking about sons. You ain't a son. How you gonna get it? See, you know they're saying, I'm a spiritual son. Now you stupid. You're a female. So he set it up to where that's why he could tell them, said Yahuah. That way nobody could go against it. Whenever it was declared that Yahuah said it, no arguing. They got that. All we knew, the man inherit. That's what we're looking at Yahushua. He's the inheritor. So what happened with a female? You're not a man. How you going to inherit? Y'all got it? So he got it two ways. If you didn't get it from the inheritance from the father, then you got it because of marriage. That's why I serve him. He covered himself every which way. See, if everybody try to outthink it, you'll be wasting time. That's why I know why people try to argue with me. That means you have to be smarter than my boss. Nobody's smarter than my boss. Y'all hear me? I like what's called, my lawyer is so good that tomorrow you'll be working in Alaska, so dress warm. You know, right? Don't worry about where it come from. You ain't one of them buffs. That's what he told me, right? He said, all I'm doing is counting dollar bills. This is what the country built on. Hello? Don't worry about it. So that makes sense. Now, what do we got up here now? Oh, still martial aid. Come on. So I get them finished. Oh, goodness. 30, we should have been 11. 31, what were we, 11, 12?
We have 12.
12. All right, let's say, listen.
She would do him too and not Ra all the Yamim of her Kai.
This is 1. This is martial 1. Should be 31:10. Yeah, okay. It was at verse 1. Go ahead. 12, verse 12.
She would do him too, but not Ra, all the Yamim of her Kai.
Y'all hear that? Listen.
She seeketh Samar and flax, and worketh willingly with her palms.
Y'all hear that? Uh-oh. It's going to be the hands. Now, who going to understand this? People that understand the ancient. That's the yard. Anything we work or create, we do it with our hands. That's how pretty much we know it. We know it by our hands. See, y'all got to remember something. And when you look at Yahushua, you know him as a physical man, and that's a couple of reasons why. Because when you look at Yahuah, a lot of things are hard for us to kind of understand, because in 4 and 22 of the book of Yahuah, when he talked to the woman at the well, you know what he told her? He told her that she worshiped. She should call. He said, you don't know what you should call worship. He said, we know what we worship. He said, because Yeshua, which is salvation, is of the Yahudim. He said, but the hour was coming when the true worshipers, he said they were going to Shakar the Abba and the Ruach and the Amat, was the true, in the spirit and the true. He said, because the Father was seeking such to worship him, Shakar. You know what he told you about Yahuah? So how you going to catch his hand working? Because he told you to see, he said, had not my hand made all these things. But he's a Ruach, so it was evident, it was necessary that he had to make the sun. See, just like when the man was blind, Yahushua spit on the ground and took clay. He did it. He told you, in the beginning, he told you was the Word. And the Word was, and told you that all things were made by him, and without him. And he started referencing to the sun. He gave you a physical man working. That's how we know a person work, with his hand. Shaul can tell about a man how to work with his own hand and told him how to study to be quiet. He told him, he said, and it don't work. He said, shouldn't be eating. That's how they learn, by their hands. A man didn't work. They came along years ago, all the people like that, you ain't work. They want to eat you. They said, you're not sitting at this table. You ain't done nothing. You hadn't done no work. Old school, that. If you ain't working, old folk look different. That was for folk that don't work. Them for kids and people that did work. You ain't got to be sitting on the table, you ain't done nothing. When Yahushua told y'all, you ain't going to believe it, he told me he get in here Malku. He said, we're going to sit down and eat and drink at my table. You ain't going to believe it. He said, I've been working. When he appeared to them, you ain't going to believe what he showed them. I've been working. That's how you gonna sit down and eat and drink. He said, I've been working. You can see that tell you see a man hand at work. That's what the man was showing. You can look at his hand. You see he been working. Hello, that's his craft. He know how to work. So all these different things was symbolism for us to understand. And that's what we look at with the word. She worked willingly with her hand. You got these women now, they won't do nothing. They want to do telepathy. They watch TV, that's how they working. They were trying to work to see if Oprah could give them a tongue lashing through the TV screen. Oh, they're tight, they don't like that. That's that hurt people. All right, listen what happened.
She is like the Yahuah, so Kerr, she brings her lacam from afar.
Y'all hear that? Y'all know a merchant ship, you know these women now, your behind can go up there and get it. That tight, some head there. And I'm say that, you closer than I am. How many y'all women, how many y'all done said it before? What's wrong with your leg? You get your leg work like mine too. How many y'all done said it? That man, there's a lot of good clean women in here, boy. There's them clean girls in here. Yeah, right. You ain't no saint. They'll let humpback tell them. That was good. Well, they ain't gonna do no stuff like that. They'll tell you behind you closer to it than me. What's wrong with y'all? I'm tired like you are. See, stuff that y'all don't look like that come up and that's an offense. That's what he started trying to tell you something. This stuff becomes an offense because he's trying to tell you what she wanted. He told you how far a merchant ship travel. I don't feel like going to no kitchen getting nothing. Going down those stairs or nowhere else. And they don't realize, he said she like the merchant ship. And why would he tell them that? They knew how far a merchant ship traveled. To bring good, a merchant ship, that's what you look, it got goods. And he said that's what she'll do. Look at Yahuah when he came down here, all the way from Shemayim. I'm trying to tell you, the man came from Sham, the man tried to tell you. He told you, he said, I'm from above, you from beneath. So that's what we were looking at. He brought his merchandise from afar. He was like a merchant ship. Hello? All right, I'm trying to help y'all now. Listen. She bringeth her lacam from afar. Wow. She'll go get that food and go get it. Want to run up there and grab something for her? I don't feel like going. I'm tired. I've been doing stuff all day. We need to stop doing that stuff then. You need to do what puts you in parameters where you can be Kail.
That's right.
A woman of valor. A woman ain't afraid to be courageous.
That's right.
This stuff you need to know now. Listen what she do.
She cum also while it is yet Layla.
Uh-oh.
And provided food to her Beth and cock to her Na'arat.
Whoa. Okay, whoa, slow it down now. Slow down. I know, put it on here. That was your portion. Yeah, not that. I mean, not that shit, no, she ain't no hyena now. She ain't got no marked penis now. Them hyena, you can't tell the man, but that thing be dragging. That mark right there. You don't want that thing. That old hyena coming in there. Hyena mess you up. She ain't no hyena now. That way clear that now. They cock him, this is portion. She bring her portion. And what happened?
To her Na'arat.
So what? Choke. I don't know why it look like cock. Maybe somebody mind, man. You know what? I want to do it. I rather stay with cock cause Ace at home, and I want to see Dan again. Cause he be looking, and he grab his dad and holler, is it not Bible? Is it not? Y'all done, y'all go home. That man done seen him, and y'all stood up and called that man out. He done seen him. Y'all want to spend the night with some other members. You know what I'm saying? Let it rail cool down. Come on.
She considereth Sadah and buyeth it with the pari of her palms.
Say Na'ar.
Na'arat.
What you say? This is Na'ar, because Na'ar would be like the serve a girl, which is a girl to a woman. That's what Na'ar. Okay. She considered a Seder.
Sadah and buyeth it with the pari of her palms. She planteth a kareem.
See what she do? She keep showing her hand. You see what she do with her hand? That woman work. These women want to go get dirt. Woo, I don't get no dirt on my hand. Woo. You know what I'm saying? These hands for fake nails. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. You see that? That woman go out there, she'll work. She'll use her hands, she'll work. There's something y'all need to think about now. You see what they want to do is with the pari of her hands. So her hand. See, this is what people don't realize. when you talking about he ain't gonna have no losses. See her hand, she look at with her hands, she can bring gain with her hands. She look at she can physically do things with her hand to bring something forward, be able to create with her hands. So we understand Elohim, what he did with his hands. He able to create, bara. Or they put out an abracadabra, they said, which means I create. They done took that. Remember, they said abracadabra. It means I create when I speak. They stole that from Elohim. He told you he bara. That means I create. Y'all got it? And look at her. Look what she did. With the pottery of her hand, she planted Kimrim, which is a Kurim, which is a vineyard. What she do?
She girded her loins with strength.
Look at that. And?
Strengtheneth her Zeroat.
Her arms. Is that? She strengthened her arms. Well,
she perceiveth that her merchandise is tube.
Her
Aur goeth not out by Layla.
That's tight right there. Kitchen closed, 6:30. She goes to sleep. That means tap, tap, leg supposed to flow. The light ain't supposed to go out. Motel 6, leave the light on. He like his Uncle Hayward. You sick. But these are things that have, they went to, oh goodness. That means you know what you need to do? You plug your phone up, cut that light on and put it on the cover. Make sure your light don't go out. He might be looking. Looking. Where's that cookie? So her light going out by Layla. But now I'm just, listen, this is not, this ain't about just no sex. I know folks look at sex, we laugh, have fun. But it's talking about when it goes down to her laboring. Y'all see that? He said her light don't go out by Layla. So y'all know what happened? When Yahushua was up on the tube, his light was still shining. Hey, how was that? Hands? Hello? The fact you look at people, it was still evident what he was doing, which means it was there. See, how you looking at light is here. It's just making clear. Manifest. He said, whatever make manifest is light. We understand that. When we ever heard light, we always look at this, correct? This is what we know. For them, they'd have looked at the Shamash. They'd have looked at the Yarik. That's how they looked at it. How it works. See, even when it's dark, you don't notice it's still light. It's still light. See that? It don't go out. All they do, listen, the people don't realize the Yarik is up there when the Shamash is up there. People just don't pay attention. They're like, oh, it done came out. It ain't came out nowhere. It was down. Once one moved, that's how it made manifest. It moved, so now he allowed it to be in his glory. That's the same thing with the woman. See, the woman kabod, which is her glory, it come out after the man glory. See, it's hard for it to get his glory while the Shamash up there. You'll never see the Yarik try to out Shamash, try to out or the Shamash. You should never see no woman trying to outshow her husband. That look bad. It look bad when you see it look bad when the Yarik get out there and they're trying to do more than the Shamash. It's bad. It shouldn't be doing it. That's the same thing with a woman. You don't try to make her look bad anything. You let her have it spade. This your time to shine. That's right. Your time coming. That's right. And the kids don't try to outwork him either. They talking about, ooh, look at that. You know how you heard that? Look at that. The stars done came out. You know what's stupid? Where they go in the daytime? They don't. Everybody recognize him and everybody you know what they look at? It ain't our time. That ain't down. Everybody, you know how y'all hear in the country folks say, look at that, the stars coming out. The part is, so when do they move? Right. They never move. They stay there. They recognize when the greater or is there, that's his kabod. Right. See how that works? And everybody still operate and comes in the same way. Guess what? And there's a continual or. But when everybody trying to outshine each other, ain't there but conflict. That's what happened with husband and wife. You gotta try to stop outshining your husband. That's stuff y'all need to know. That's the truth. Don't try to outshine your husband. Let that man have the kabod. Ain't gonna be no more problem. It'll be a problem and have him up here. How it gonna work with you? And the kid get in front of him, you start seeing the Shamash pushing out in front of him, it's gonna be a problem. That's why I tell you, if you look, everything he gave them, they could measure it by the Shamash and here, hands. Why? Boss to beat y'all. Hold on, boss. Everyone, you been outranked. Who? Put a check up here for your name. The hall outrank everybody. We had that. Let me ask you something. Did you talk to everybody on security and they asked you was okay? That's tight. Can somebody text security and ask them? I just don't want to be out of order myself. Can somebody please text somebody and just ask for you answer? I just want to make sure they're good because somebody, yeah, text and ask. If they watching, please send a text in the group. They said, okay, they said, okay, go ahead and answer. Hey, it was CL, that what y'all said? That's tight. Y'all believe they said that? Should we just go ahead and take the answer anyway? Yeah. All right, let's go ahead then. That's right. Talked about, well, basically talked about the sign in Shamayim and one on the rocks. So this is what we use to measure. That's what he told you. See, that's why the difference is when we read the English version versus when you read one that tells you what he said, Barashit, Bara, in the beginning created, Elohim, Hashamayim, was in the heights and expansion, Atz, letting us know a sign. And then he let us know, and he put Atz here on the rocks. That's why he would let us use, he would always measure you out by what? Think what? Her price is far above the kuka bean. Where they at? So that's Atz, right? Because otherwise, her price is far above rubies, and ain't no rubies down here. How much is that? How you even got an idea? Everything he told you were things they dealt with, they knew cost. They knew cost. He told you or not how many sparrows were sold for a federal. Why was he asking that? Because they knew what the cost of it was. Everything he asked you was things you knew. I put them here because these are odds. Here, these are odds. That's why he told Abraham, if you could number the kukabim, where they at? Down here? No, up there. And by using that there, guess what? It gave him an understanding of how things were going to work down here. When he told you to palau, you were palau paralleling off of where? That's your odds. And where it's going to be done? And that's going to be an odds. He tell you it's going to be done. This is what people don't realize. Why he going to tell me, this is what I'm asking. When you pray, you're going to say, I be new. You're going to say this. And you're going to say, let your will be done in Shamayim. And Shamayim well? And then he said, on well. It don't make no sense to do that. It ain't done here unless you're going to set it up down here. Why would you help me palau for something that can't possibly happen? Because we're going to heaven, remember? Because this is where it's going to be done. I'm teaching you to palau because it's going to be done down here just like it is up there. Okay, y'all do this for me. Tell me when they've been doing it down here like it is up there. Hello? Why would he give them that palau when it ain't been done? Unless you're going to set it up here. See, people don't even think. Y'all never thought about that? That makes sense to tell me to pray and say, let your will be done on the rocks, just like it is up there. Because he's going to set that Malkuth up down. Okay, let's just be honest. That prayer been prayed, he taught them that over 2,000 years ago. When are we going to start? So he had a prayer for something that couldn't possibly happen? That makes sense? See, people be praying, they don't even know what they're praying. What sense that make? Other than you're going to set it up here. Let me see. Let thy kingdom come. Let thy will be done on just like it is. Why am I praying for his kingdom to come if I'm going up here to heaven? See, people, let me tell you something, man. People don't think. They ain't in a mindset to think. They be praying for stuff. They just run around. I'm praying the Lord's Prayer. That man never told you that's not what he prayed. They told him to teach. They said, learning us how to palau. He said, when you pray, he never told you that's what I pray. But they taught you that's the Lord's Prayer. That's what they tell you. He was letting them people know, setting them up to know that man Malkuth is coming. His will is going to be done right here, just like it is up there. So why y'all think we're going through this? Because you ain't going to believe it. You ain't going to jump up with no understanding then. He said, all of your benim are going to be taught of me. You were taught, when they went to Jerusalem, they were taught what to do in Jerusalem before they got there. He didn't wait to put them there before he taught them. He taught them about separating cities before they got there. Because that's why you think I'm teaching y'all. Why y'all think we rising for the Kartosara? For game time. Why y'all think I got y'all coming in one door, going out another one? He was restricted for that. He said, if you come in one door, you had to go out the other one. He was teaching them. You can't go back through there. That's how they understood when a man left him. He can't go back. They understood. He wasn't know about going back in the womb the second time. You can't go back in that door. You probably headed out. You can't head back in now. Okay. When you come out of there, that thing closed up. That door closed. Ain't that right? That's only an exit. I don't know. How did you understand it? How do you understand it? See, this is the problem. Everything he gives you was preparing and teaching you about a system. So when he established it, he's not trying to teach you when he get back here. Hold on, get around and sit down on the throne, and he sit down and teach us. He told you that. That's what you're sitting here to get now, to get your instructions. So when you get there, you'll know how to perform when you get in the rise. When he established it, you're supposed to be taught. Hello? Okay. I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm trying my best to make sure we got an understanding, because people did a job to us. Cool. Don't take this as a hate towards you. If you ladies are serious about your salvation, this is something you want to line yourself for. If you can't do this, don't be looking at no man talking about no marriage. This ain't for you, because all you at this point, you're gonna be a transgression. Now, I went over there before, and the same folk gonna raise their hand because they're gonna stay in transgression. This is a detriment and a danger to you, because he done told you he's seeking such. Why he asking you to and giving you all the parameters and he tell me, who can find a man that's straight? Who can find a man that ain't homosexual that can take care and stay with his own wife and raise his kid? I said, well, that ain't for me. He said he's looking for one he can't find. He's asking and putting out to declare, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. I have it. So when the people put up there and put lost dog, lost cat with description, it's because they don't want that. That's what I'm looking for, that dog. I love that dog. Ain't that right? That's why y'all think they put the sign up there with description and tell you what name it go by? Because why? Because they ain't looking for that dog. Why y'all think that man put up here and told you about Kyle? Because he ain't looking for her? I'm asking you who can find her. Because I'm looking for her. Sitting by an open fireplace with my favorite. No. I really miss you, Kyle. Don't try to steal it. I know y'all Negroes. Come on. She perceiveth
that her merchandise is tube, and her Ur goeth not out by Layla. Mm-hmm. She layeth her Yadaim to the distaff, and her fingers lay hold of the spindle.
Yadadim is her hands, plural. So she put her hand to the distaff. How'd she do that?
And her fingers.
I think in the King James perversion, it says she put her hand to it willingly. In James version, I think it says she put her hand to it willingly. Hands, correlation. Hands, correlation. He went up, you just went up fast, but he'll beat you. You gonna try it again, Hall? He said he got a few answers for that one. Oh, you gonna let them have it? Come put a check on the board. All this lead and hell. Go ahead. What you got? Adon. Why you say Adon? No, I'm trying to figure out why you said. Oh, because he willingly ate. Is that why?
Well, she touched it and she gave me. I thought he did it on purpose.
Well, he did. He willingly did it. You could do that. Hold on. I had Austin. You mind my pastor answer? You want to answer? No, I'm asking. You already know where your name at.
Yes, I was out there once before.
Go put a note there for me. So you already knew you was in violation.
No, so I didn't.
Put a note there. Now you know it.
I don't know. I'm just following.
Put a note there. So when all them checks, what that mean when you get all these checks?
I'm not sure.
Put a note there. You think you understand a little bit now?
I'm trying to.
Put a note there. The man ain't getting to understand. Y'all don't understand. What you think now? When your name up, then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 checks. What you think?
Just trying to follow.
Put them on. Thank you. I appreciate it. That saved me one. Appreciate it. So now, but him, she led her Yadaim to the distaff, okay? And then it told you in her fingers lay hold to the spindles. The correlation would be with Yahushua. Because he told y'all that no man take my life. He said, I lay it down. He said, I have authority to lay it down and to pick it up. So when you led it told you how it went. He was led like a sheep to the slaughter. So like a lamb dumb before his shear, so open he not his mouth. He did it with it. He didn't even argue about it. He didn't. You'll notice too when it came down to Adam, you didn't hear him arguing with Yahushua. He didn't say nothing else. After he had told him what he had did, he got on him. He ain't had nothing to say. You ain't said that much. But you ain't let me finish though. She should get more of it than I should get. He realized, I know what I did. He would lay it right out like a sheep to the slaughter. And just like a lamb dumb before his shears, so me not his mouth. Because you know what happened? His humiliation.
His judgment was taken away.
And why would you say that? His judgment was taken away. Exactly. Can you imagine that? You just sat there. You know, think about what you'll do. You're a supervisor. I come on something to demote you down to a regular point. You're going to just say, okay. You ain't going to say that. You're going to fight for it. Hold on, it ain't fair. Why? Because he was symbolism to somebody. And he led him right out to the slaughter. He told him he was going to go out there to return back to the dust. He just went right on out there. People would, and you would never understand why, because he was a replica of somebody. That's what the man in the unit was reading. The place where he read said he was led like a sheep to the slaughter, and like a lamb dumb before his shear, so open he. What do you do when you shear a sheep?
Take the hair off.
That's right, and that's why they took Yahushua's clothes off of him. Did y'all know that? That's why he was sheared. That was shearing him. That's why he didn't say nothing. He couldn't say nothing. All he could do was stand there and look dumb. You know how people say, look at that joker. He said that looks so dumb. And they take it and they didn't realize, I'm only doing it because this is what the book told me to do. You know, he looked at, I could fight it, but then it's going to kill me when you trying to find Kyle, because she laid her hands to the distaff. She do that willingly. That's what he was trying to tell y'all. Everything that you trying to go back and read, you try to research, he says it's about me. I was willing to do it. It talked about her being willing to do what she did. That's what he was trying to show you. I'm willing to do it. Hello? All right, I'm trying to help y'all out. Come on. Listen.
She extends her palms to the Onai. Indeed, she reaches forth her Yadim to the Evian.
To the needy. That's the same thing you look at with Yahushua. When he told y'all he went into the synagogue on Shabbat and stood to read, he told you that the Ruach Elohim was upon him. He said, for he had Mashiach me, anointed me. He said to proclaim, and he said, and he supposed to give it to the poor. They didn't know why he came. The whole book is about him. The person y'all was seeking was him. He tried to tell y'all when he was in there alone. He said, while I'm in there alone, he said, I'm the Yahuah. He tried to tell him, as long as he was there, he said, my light ain't going to go out as long as I'm him. But you would have never known it was talking about him. He told y'all to search the Ketuvim, the writing. He said, because in them you think you have a long Kai. He said, they're talking about me. Who else could they be talking about? His light never went out while he was him. When he told you he had to work of him. What he told when the night come. And when it was night for him, where was he at? He was in the rocks, down in the bottom of the rocks, in the cave. While he was here on the rock, he said, I'm the Yahuah. And it didn't go out either. Hello? He was constantly manifesting. All right, come on.
She is not afraid of the Shaleg, for all her beth are clothed with scarlet.
Mm-hmm.
She maketh herself coverings of tapestry.
Mm-hmm.
She lavush, her lavush is fine linen and purple.
Look at that. Come on.
Her Baal is known in the Sharaim, when he sitteth among the Zakanim.
See that? They know about Arats.
Arats.
So he said, I think in other words say sit when he sit among the gates.
Right.
And here among the rock, see, her husband wound up getting fame because of her. Hello? That's the same thing you'll find out with Yahushua. Even when the young man, remember the man asked him about, good master, what must I do to inherit? And he asked him, why call me two? It was only one tool. He said, that be Elohim. He was trying to make sure Elohim was known. He said, that's what she'll do. A woman now won't push, she'll try to take all the glory. She'll take all the boo, but you see this woman here, she's trying to make sure her husband shine.
That's right.
Huh? That's right. I'm just helping y'all out. That's what he was doing. So when you start finding what she was doing, this is the same behavior you're supposed to take on. Everything you're supposed to do. He told you to let your light so shine.
That's right.
That who might see it? The unseen might see it and glorify who? Wow. Hard to understand her doing that, huh? By your light shining, guess who they get a caboose that everybody know? How y'all think people find out about me? Some of them strike through, he let go, but a lot of them find out through some of y'all. That's you, and guess what? And when I get to me, it's about me pointing to him. That's when you know you're doing the work. See, this is something everybody supposed to be doing. It ain't about you. Even when y'all do some more, it's about him. Folks don't want to make it about them and stuff they're doing. I don't know why you want to waste that time. It's about him. See, Kyle would never make it about her. You know what know something else about Kyle? That's book. She never told you that. She let another person praise her. And not her own lips. Lamiel, his aim told him this concerning her. She never told you what she do. Another woman actually told her son this. Said, Kyle is the woman you want, son. This is what she'll do. But who can find her? And that's what Yahushua was looking at. Huh? You said he was trying to look for her? And that's why Yahushua tried to tell you before he came. He said, nobody had never did the work I did before I came. Huh? Listen, had Kyle not come, listen, you keep running your mouth back, arguing and fussing with him, disobedient, doing your own thing. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Stay stank. Tell him to go do it. He ain't your daddy. But Kyle done shut your mouth. See, when Yahushua came, he took the excuse off of everybody. I ain't got no excuse. That's why he told you. Anybody got no, he said, if I had not come and spoken to him, he said, you would have had no kata. He said, but now I have. He said, I hadn't came and did the work that no other East had done. He said, all that would have made you excuse. He said, but now since he done came and did it, he said, now you hate me and my Abba. So that's what we're trying to do, correct these behaviors we got. We got to fix these homes. We got to fix our, because don't leave this just her. This is what we supposed to do. The things we do supposed to move to people learning and knowing about him. That makes you Kyle. Your light ain't supposed to go out. Don't have it get strong here and dim out there. We come here and recharge, refuel, but you supposed to be putting it out there. Hello? I don't worry about nobody. I don't have to make no bunch of noise about people know I'm no preacher, and then I do. Y'all go out here and you live and let your light shine. They'll come and they'll find it. They'll see for themselves. They'll be able to see whether or not I know what I'm doing. Okay? And haters gonna hate. All right, come on, what do we got?
She maketh fine garments
So
and
she can
selleth
wear them
them.
out to the Oprah show and the Grammys. And what she do?
She maketh fine garments and selleth them, and delivereth sashes unto the Kana'ani.
To the merchant. See, she make her stuff. She ain't trying to wild her stuff. She trying to make it, and she trying to get it in the hands of people. She can get some money. That's why he tried to told her he ain't gonna lose now. Well, he's sitting there all that material he done bought, all that stuff. She's sitting there talking about, all this for me. She said, no. She said, I'm trying to make this baby. I'm trying to bring some money in the house. I'm trying to get this to the hand of these folks so I can make sure we got stuff and make sure the house ain't lacking nothing. That don't take nothing away from him being no man either. She's just looking at, I want to be a benefit if I'm going to be him. Some women don't mind being helpless and doing nothing and let somebody just take care of. But Kyle wouldn't do that. She said, "Listen, I do this, and I ain't gonna make you no less of a man. I'm trying to make sure we gonna have. Let me tell you something. Y'all get married. You gotta start thinking about that. This ain't something you can do. Stay away from a man. Get you a vibrator, a strong battery. Get the plug up. Get you one of them lithium batteries. Put you in the hospital. The lithium battery don't get tired. You been, man, you got some women, man, let me tell you something. You get over one of them things, some energized battery, she gonna burn that thing out. That thing gonna be smoking. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. If you're gonna try to be saved, your goal is to be saved. Yes, these are things you need to start considering what you gotta do. That woman here take and make stuff, and she there trying to sell it. She's trying to get that paper. Now they're trying to tell people, they work with husband and wife. Every time you get some money, it ain't about you trying to just run and spend it. Now, I don't believe in that now. Now, I give my wife money. She go ahead and she spend her money. She should put up some, because she don't never know when I need to rob her. I ain't where I need to be now, all the way. I see some money, I ain't got none, I'm going to take it from the wife. But, you know, you got to look at this, though. That being honest, though, I tell women that, why would you want to spend? You don't know anything can happen to that man, he fall down. And you got an ox, that ox going out there, ox working. That ox need to be taken care of. The bottom in the book told us, he said, you ain't supposed to muzzle the ox to tread out the wheat. You ain't got no business doing that. And I got that man said, that man needs some sex, man needs some food, need to take care of man, get that man before he gets sick. Then watch that man breaking down. It's stuff don't feed him everything he want. Y'all, let me tell you something. A lot of y'all be fattening these niggas up to die. But I hope y'all guys insurance good. I see you head to the grave. Y'all tell that, I said, look, Ox, I need you working. I don't need you sitting here messing all in the grass. I need you out there working, Ox. I need to make sure you stay well. I need to make sure you stay fed, stay hydrated, take care of that ox. And I'm going to try to do something on the side. Anything having that ox down, I got to let ox know I've been putting up something. I ain't been spending everything I got. I tell my brother, I tell him, ox know what I say. I say, you heard me say that one time? I tell my time, I said, I ain't messed up all my money. I said, that's not my testimony. That make no sense. I can miss a step. I can miss a beat. You can't spend everything you got. Y'all got to learn how to spend. You got to start being smart. You got to start making wiser moves. Because you ain't the person you to be. You slip, fall, hurt. You know, oh, man, I get back up. You might not get back up. You'll be like Ahaz when he fell down through a ladder. You know, Yahuah, he went and sought out the Elohim or Ekron. He told that man, listen, he'll mess around to all Yahuah. And all y'all told him, said, is it because it wasn't an Elohim that you went and sought one in Ekron? Said, behold, said that bed you laying on, that couch, so you won't be getting back off of it. And that man died. So you better have to slip. All you got to do is slip and fall now. I tell them, I be telling folks, I get folks here doing things. Y'all heard me tell. I said, don't mess around and slip now. Because Ahaz, he fell through a lattice. I know you. You fool around, you slip. They're going to be on you, might not get back up. So you start looking at, and this help these wires, I help y'all. Let me tell you something. Y'all anything happen. Let me tell you something. A lot of homes, a lot of kids have lost, a lot of stuff have went down because a lot of times, a lot of men irresponsible too now. They're irresponsible. You can't be irresponsible when things in your hand and you got to care them for your home. You always got to try to put up and have and wait. And you try to anticipate. You don't want nothing to happen. You can't spend everything. You can't do everything. You got to put up something happen to you. The wires got to look at, you got to be the second line behind the man. Well, he got it. He put that. Anything can happen. I got to have a cushion. I tell the woman, y'all go ahead and try it. I mean, it might work for you. You might break the mold. I wouldn't do it. I tell everyone here, I'll be secondary behind him. You got to put something, anything happen, slip him in. But what you going to do with your kid? Them kids going to love that sitting outside eating that garbage can. Yeah, I should have planned, huh? Nobody don't hear that foolishness. Secondary. You get your money, give you $20, spend you $5, put up 15, put up at least 10 of it. Put up something, just stack your money. I stack it, well, don't spend every dime of it. I put up 10, I put up something. I wouldn't spend all that. Give me $80 to go get groceries. Woo, I ain't hard to get none with this. I'm going to buy all I can with 60, put up 20. So I'm coming, that man walking there, slamming that door, man, I lost my job. Man, I don't know what we going to do. Just go on right in there and get that. How you get that money? So I ain't messed up everything you gave me. Don't make sense. You can't mess up everything he give you. I tell you, Aku, any of y'all watching him, you stupid. You stupid you do anything different. There's no way in the world I can put myself up. No confidence nobody put, because you can fall, you can miss, you can slip. And so they tell me, oh, he died. That nigga fall down and live 100 years. Y'all doomed. You gonna die. You can't be counting no money they die. A joker can fall down and don't die and live. That's just the work. Then you gotta kill that nigga. Then you gonna be calling and saying all the time, like, what the choke? I mean, what Uriah you doing? Can he come over here and lay down and sleep in here with my husband? You ain't gonna choke piss out of it. You can't be trying to use that, man. That man already got federal charges coming up on them choking. Man got all kind of child act crime against Uriah. No, don't call, he told me don't call, he said just call him you. He's gonna be calling government name on TV. But y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all, it didn't happen to any of y'all out there, honestly. Yes. Don't be just sitting around being stupid. Listen, y'all gotta let a nigga know he done ate too much. Move from that table. Just move the table. Don't move the table, move the table. So ox, husband, I don't need nothing to happen to you. I need you to, where you can keep producing and keep going. You sitting here fattening up, killing yourself? No. Y'all saying, what y'all do? This is something here y'all think about it. For the Akuba here, they married. Okay? Let me see the hands of the ones that have married. All right, question. Your husband died right now, today. Can you maintain your lifestyle? Is your lifestyle the same or less? Hands for same. Hands for less. So how you need to be governed and make sure things done? Y'all think they're bad information? They're good information. You gotta, okay, go ahead. You know, I'm gonna tell you what you do. Live like he ain't gonna never die. And go look at that graveyard. All them folks in that graveyard, you ain't gonna believe it. Folk were living like they weren't gonna die either. You can't take no chance. Them tell people wait till the last minute. We wait to get insurance when somebody 180 years old. You know how much insurance is? The older you get, I'm 54. You go get some insurance on me, you got to get 2 jobs. Them folks ain't give me no insurance for cheap. My insurance payment gonna be $400-something a month. No, it's a risk. I'm a black man and they hurt my mouth. I'm subject to get shot. Insurance company based off risk, zip code, age, health, all these are factors. Y'all be sitting here, don't get insurance, they gonna wait, they get older. You don't want to play with that. You want to get that insurance when you're young. Especially them 20, you want to go and get you a nice policy then where you pay, man, it jump high. I'm just a whole lot to get some more later. 9 times you play around that, you come up dead. Later be you dead. You kind of maximize while you're young and prepare. So you don't get this stuff with getting a family. This for my Akeem too, who look at getting one. You need to have insurance. You need to have stuff set. You don't just want that. Let me tell you something. Don't just go get that stupid stuff when you die. You can fall down and get hurt and live another 20, 35 years. So you get you some insurance somehow, them folks pay your mortgage, them folks pay your credit card. But you gotta, listen, y'all gonna be business, you wanna be stupid. See, we would come, my parents would come along, nobody taught them that. Did you know about a policy uncle tell your mom, well, if something happened to you, they'll pay your mortgage and pay. They never told y'all about that. And they wasn't gonna tell them. What a nigga need with that? I give a nigga diabetes and blood. Why would they need to know? Our parents didn't know nothing about no stuff like that. You just work till you die, and they just tell you, before you to say y'all come to us and say, get enough to bury him. Isn't that what you to say? Wait, y'all come on had $100,000 and $200,000 policy? They ain't talk no nigga like that. Nigga, $3,000 policy, $7,000. They said, get enough to bury him. You just learn to scrape from now. People ain't taught us nothing. When I talk to y'all, I educate y'all, not just with the book, I educate you on life. You can't afford to be stupid. Everybody count off you being stupid. Soon as somebody die, you lose everything you got. You have to use your head, people. You got to teach that ox. I can't let that ox eat like that. No, ox. You better fell out here and die. That's it. I'm in the hole. I'll choke you back to life. Right. Nigga already dead. You can't lose. Nigga dead, I choke that nigga so they go, oh, I can't. You better come back here, nigga. I need that money. Ain't that right? Yeah, man, I die for that policy. That policy. You got 2 years. They get 2 years before they can contest that policy. How many of y'all didn't know that? They tell you that, oh, go get that cute insurance. That's what they tell you. You insured, as of right now today, you're insured. Your insurance can be contested for the first 2 years. That nigga go out here and fall out and die a month later, I'm not paying that. I'll go to court and I'll argue any court on that. You have you sold insurance. Tell them I'm lying. Boston, you sold insurance. Tell them I'm lying. Nobody educated us. Stuff I tell you about, nobody told us this stuff. We just got insurance, think you're not covered. They have 2 years, they can argue, contest it, and don't cover you. You just sit around being stupid. Well, I got insurance. Only thing about the insurance, they don't pay till you dead. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna get finished. I want to finish this and go, but I need to tell y'all this because a lot of people don't know in general. You have to insure your way just like them. You have to cover your spread. Okay? This is what they did. You got a game going on this Sunday. The average is terrible for Vegas. So how you gonna make your money? You gonna get spreads on. I'm gonna bet on who score first. I'm gonna bet on quarters. Cause right now they evenly match. So it's hard to make like a 3-1 or 5-1. You needed a team in here who was a real underdog so you can make the money, make the spread better. It's a good game because they're two black guys who gonna kill themselves to win it. But it's really kind of bad on Vegas. But Vegas, look how I make my money. Bet on quarters. Got it? Then you're gonna bet on first run touchdown or whatever, point spread. You just look at other things you can try to do to make your money in. For y'all, I need y'all to start learning how to make your spread. You don't want to just assure yourself when you die. You need to be assured while you're living. You need something to cover you if you fall down or something, you get hurt out here. Some will pay your bill. So the worst thing you do is go to hospital. Think about this. It's not impossible for you to get ill and be in the hospital for 3 months. Nothing. And guess where you're going to be at in 3 months? Guess what kind of notice you're getting at home? Disconnection. Cut-off letters. Foreclosure letter. And you know what you say? Man, I never thought I'd been in the hospital for 3 months. If you live it, you need to think everything. That's why this is so important, your salvation, okay? Why I'm telling y'all this is your salvation. Who in here can predict how they're going to die and when they're going to die? Not unless you're going to blow your brains out right now. You cannot afford to sit around and be stupid. That's why your salvation, this gave me all my intelligence. How many of y'all feel like I'm a pretty smart guy? No lie. I ain't going to lie to you. I'll be lying. Everything from him. Because it makes you start looking at things different and look at life is not set up to tell you. You know how you learn everything in life? When you lose it. That's when you lose it. When you lose, you get what you say. Man, I lost. Yep, now you learn. And it's somebody, you ain't gonna believe it's somebody who could have told you. And you wouldn't have had to lose, but you know, they looked at. You ain't gonna believe it. I learned from losing. Now I want you to lose. I ain't that guy. I'd rather you know and sell yourself to stupidity. You need to cover yourself. I know people that, man, I can't afford that. I can't afford. Can you afford to be laid up somewhere for 3 months? How many of y'all can lay up in the hospital for 3 months and you ain't gonna lose nothing? Then how you live your life and not set a spread? See, this teaches us how to secure our salvation first, always. But with salvation, this is what people put on salvation. Salvation means you don't have to do nothing. You can walk out across the street, you don't have to look. That's pretty much how people are. Christianity dumb you down till you have no sense on living. You have to look at security, just like you secure your salvation by doing what? Places you go, things you do, there's a dietary law, all these things you do. Why you want to secure yourself physically? Your body is a mashkan, temple, they may call it, okay? You are responsible for guarding that. What goes in it and what come out of it. Piss poor guardians. Because the first thing they teach you when you get saved, fat is the life. Because you have to consider how this man has set us up. This is a way, in order to get us to understand the premise of what we're doing here, that's why there are things he teaches us naturally you have to do. Y'all got it? They're natural. Why would he put you in a place and give you things for your health? Because you're going to get sick. It's evident. You're prone to it. Why would he put it out? Shouldn't have no need. They got Yahuah, keeping Yahuah word. Why would they need trees with leaves for medicine? Because he put them in places where things are conducive for their lifestyle. Y'all got it? Think about it. You got Yahuah. What I need them leaves for? I don't need no food. I don't need no fruit. He said, you're a stupid fool. You're a human being. You're a man. You're a woman. There are things you need naturally in life. Why would you think that just the word is it and you don't need nothing? You walk around butt naked. It doesn't work that way. And this is how people teach you. This is why we're sluggish and slow and we're non-performing. Because you'll try to put it all on the word, yet he teaches us these things. Why this woman got to sow and do all this and go sell stuff? All she got to do is get on her knees and pray and just serve. When he done told you about serving the Lord? Did y'all read how she go to church?
No, sir.
But yet he looking for her. Because this woman is only doing it because of her belief toward Elohim. The man is the head of the woman. Just like the Mashiach is of the Mashkan over the congregation, the Adah. And he is the Yasha of it, just like the man is the savior of the woman. Been a while since we talked about, I try to fix that mumbling and grumbling, that breathing, all that. I don't do all that stuff. My wife tell you, I put it out a lot of times. I'll put her behind her. I don't play no stuff like that. Shoot, that woman look good and hop on it. She all up on top of the hog. She ride the hog standing up. The only breathing you better be doing better be for life. I don't have none of that junk going on. Around here, I prepare a play for y'all. I'll put you behind her. I don't play that stuff. And nobody behind. If I see one of y'all cry, I'll put you out too. Why I put somebody? Y'all think I put somebody that ain't done nothing? If I put out, she ain't doing what she supposed to do, she got to go. In the store. My kids know that. Don't y'all know that? Everybody know the rule. This ain't nothing new. Don't act like y'all crazy. I'll put her behind her. Listen. And I'll come right here and do my job. Listen. Me and her ain't had to have one meeting about me being a man and doing my job. I'm not going to be having no meeting with you doing your job. You know what you're supposed to do? That's what you'll do, or you'll get out. End of story. End of story. I refuse for somebody to say and teach me how to be a man. I already know what it calls for to be a man, and I carry my job well. Y'all hear me? Maintain. That's what I got to do. All she got to do is follow me. Just like who said, be ye followers of me as I also am of the Mashiach. And I taught Helene you that you remember me in all things, and you keep the ordinance just like I deliver them to you. Don't try to keep it nothing different than I told you. He said you keep it just like I give it to you. That's book. See, everybody like that, I don't have time, I don't be all that, I ain't got time for all that stuff. Listen, one way they go, I'm going to lead it, you going to follow. That's how it's going to go. What you think? You think I'm going right? You think, is it okay with you? I'm not having all that food. I'm not going to be there arguing, have no food. You can't do what I tell you to do. It's time for you to go. Now, unlike that, I'll put up somewhere at night. That's my kid, mom, my wife. I wouldn't put mine just on the street now. I get her apartment. I told her I get an apartment. I get a nice apartment somewhere. You can't come back across here. When I put you out there, you can't come back across here. It's a great gulf between me and you. We at the end of the road now. I ain't got time to be playing with you. If I got to play with you and I got to put you out, be bringing you back, that's too much pressure. You don't value what you got, stay out. I had to keep moving. Y'all got that? That's for live streaming. And if I catch you crying for, I'll put you out. Because you don't care about yourself. Let me tell you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you. Say that right quick. Say that the 33rd chapter book of your cause of call, I think it is. I'm trying to get there right here, not try to get y'all. I know we're going to finish that. That's 1, 2, 3. I take that. Let me say no. Your cause of call. They call Ezekiel. Yeah. So I know I seen y'all tired. I know I gotta get through. I go to work in the morning. All right, let's see what he said. Listen.
Again, the bar of Yahuah came unto me, saying, being Adam, speak to the Bani Amikah,
go ahead.
and say unto them, when I bring the Karev upon the Arats, if the Ha'arats take each a cod within their midst and appoint him for their Sa'af, if when he seeth the Karev come upon Ha'arats, he blow the shofar and warn Ha'am, then whosoever shama the call of the shofar.
He said, then whosoever
shama the
hear with the intent to do
the call of the shofar,
which is the sound of the shofar, the ram's horn. What happened?
And taketh not warning.
And take it what?
Not warning.
Don't take what we're told. And
if
what happened?
The Sharev come and take him away, his dam shall be upon his own rosh.
Which is
Rosh.
his head. Rosh, that's the head. You hear that? He said, listen, that's on you, baby. That's on you, bro. That's what he tell you. That's on you. Listen why.
He shama the call of the shofar.
See, that's how see, he could have left it right there. He said, no, let me tell you why. You might think I'm an unreasonable man. He's telling you why. What did he do?
Shama the call of the shofar.
He said he heard the sound of it. He heard the sound of it. What happened?
And took not warning.
And you didn't take the warning? What happened?
His dam shall be upon him.
And he get repentant.
His dam
And
shall be
I'm gonna play
upon
with him
him.
again, because he need to grow.
His dam shall be upon him.
What happened?
But he that taketh warning shall save his nafash.
That's how I try to tell everybody. Y'all hear that? He looked at. He said, "You did hear. You heard the sound. You heard the call. If you didn't seek to do it," he said, "That's on you, bro. Everybody, don't be trying to. All that stuff y'all be doing. Let me tell you something. At the end, y'all get this. Everybody here get the same opportunity. Okay?
That's right.
What you do with what you do, you get the warning. Is strictly up to you. But you done heard the call now. If you don't seek to save your life and you sat there and you leave yourself out there, that's on you, bro. I'm trying to deliver my soul. When it come out the mountain of fire, unlike my wife is not my soul. Y'all got it? Now all that study talking about a soul mate. My soul ain't got no mate. My soul is made with Yahuah. Okay? Me and her basar. I don't know where y'all get that food from. He said that two shall be one. Me and her can never be soulmate. This is a dumb, stupid saying. He said for the two, he said they're going to be one flesh. That's all me and her could be. We can't be no spirit together. We can't rap no nefash in nothing. That's all we can be is one flesh. When it come down to my soul salvation, I got to take care of mine. Now, whatever decision she made for her, that's on her. Because if she'll cross me, she know, don't you know how I am? So she crossed me, that blood on her head. She ain't done nothing, but I'm just like Tupac. I ain't no gangster, but don't push me. I put y'all. I can't play. I ain't got no time. Let me tell you what I had to do. I had to do things different, y'all. I got to leave this a dog, okay? If I can't leave my house, I can't do this. He don't put no man up here, can't. Come on, baby, come. Please, baby. Never happened. Y'all got it? No. Listen. I'm so loud. What's that now? Y'all remember that Mouse commercial? They tell you about the almond jar that had nuts. They tell Mouse don't. Y'all remember that Mouse don't? Mouse don't have no nuts. I don't play that nut stuff around now. I don't play that stuff. I'm different. I'm flat. See, I had to leave this adult here. I don't have no time, no fools like that. We got to walk there. You got to toe the line. I get rid of you. That quick. Because see, it ain't about that. See, if it went out carrying the dog, I could play around, I could do all that. But I got to leave this adult. I can't afford no weights. That's a weight. That'd be 10 of them. I got to get home. Oh, you think? They're going to be tight. I ain't going to be able to do it. I got to leave this adult. That's it. My mama, anybody. Unlike that, I can't wait no time with nobody. I had to keep moving. That's my job. That go my job. You ain't going to believe it. I can go home and cry about it. You know what I'm going to look at? He said, you ain't going to try to go to synagogue tomorrow. I said, I had planned on. He said, you scratch out the book. I can't use you. See, that's why a lot of folks, people want the job because they want to give them a talk or run through some verses or want to check. It's more than that. You're dealing with people's lives. And when you deal with people's lives, you have to be willing to make decisions and you have to move and do stuff. And most people say, "Ooh, I couldn't do that." That's why you don't have a job. Listen, your car's a call. He told that man to go there and told that man, said, "Listen, man," he said, "I'm going to take your wife away with one blow. Don't cry. And don't cover your mouth. Cut your mustache." He said, at evening, he said, "My wife died." He said, "I did just like he told me." You think that man knew that when he came and got him, that he was going to tell that? Can you imagine who would tell you? He said, "Yes, sir." He said, I'm going to kill your wife with one blow. Don't cry. And don't cover your mouth. And said, and don't eat the bread of them that eat it. He said, don't eat that stuff. He said that afternoon, a couple of months later, that evening, he said, "My wife died." He said, "I did just like Yahuah taught me." See, it's on the, people don't realize, to have your mind, I had to keep, y'all want to, this stuff I don't talk to y'all about. Y'all know I had to keep my mind at. I can't get but so deep in the stuff. I really can't. I really can't. I can't do it. I can't walk around holding her hand and in no pocket, and I can't do it. I got this work. That'll tap me out and kill me. I can't do this job. He didn't hire me for that. People say, you got to be emotionless. You just, it ain't being emotional. It's just, he put so much on you, y'all mean that much to him. That my life is secondary to that stuff. See, a lot of people want to do this. They say, oh, you just think I just get up here and tell jokes, just laugh. Y'all understand what comes with the responsibility what I got? I can't do what everybody else do. I can't be all up under my mom and like everybody. My mom, don't you want my mama here? This is my mom. This lady, me and her didn't meet up. We had some years we were estranged and we came back together. You know what I'm saying? I met her. She left my life when I was 5. Then I met her back when in my 40s. I've known this lady all my life. This lady did for me. I told my kid, there's nothing this lady wouldn't give me if she had to give me. But I can only be attached so much because I have to be able to do the job. People have no idea. It just look good. It look fun on the surface, but you have to put yourself in a place that you have to be able to move. You have to waste stuff. You have to let stuff. I'm human. Why when you want to hold some things, you can't do it. You just gotta, you can't do that. Because I can't use you. You gotta hear a man tell, I can't use you. I can't afford to hear the man tell me, I can't use you. What that mean? I can't use, what does that mean? I'm trying to figure where you fit. I can't use you. When he says I can't use you, you're done. Enjoy them seats. Enjoy them seats, enjoy what you're doing. But that's the life I got. Listen, I ain't complaining. I've never cried. Listen, I don't question him about it. I never said, but why though? But why? But it ain't fair. It ain't. Go with the job. What I'm gonna do with a man? He killed that man Wyatt after he told him a couple hours later. Man Wyatt did. What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do with a man up on the 2 down? He told somebody to get his mama. What I'm gonna tell him? What I'm gonna tell? I'm an original though. This is the first time that didn't happen. I'm the only one. This is a job. I've never questioned him. I've never complained to him about it. I've never broken down about it. This is my life, and I appreciate it. That he and you know what made me look at? He said, that's how much I care about those people. That's how much he care about y'all. That he'll make a man say, you know what? Everybody had to be secondary over this. Go figure. That's it. That's the way he operates. That's the way he running. And he don't believe it. If I don't like it, I can get the blank on. That's simple. Get what? He ain't got time to explain to me. Sit down, Tony, sit down. Let's go over this, because I need you to kind of get this. He really is that flat. I really don't have that time. It's the people, then your stuff after. But I only got you for the people. What you do with Yahuah? Remember how him and family used to kick it and hang out, you do stuff? Everything is about their dog. That's what Shaul told you about it. He talked about everything. He's hiding more abundant in stripes, all the stuff he went through. You know, he said the thing that came from him upon him daily. He said to care. He said daily. He said to care for their dog. Listen, ain't a time I don't be polite for y'all. I always polite for y'all. I know what y'all go through. I know what you're dealing with. I got people out there watching it. I be polite for them. I know he said, but he don't know me. He know you. He put you on my law. I know. People need people that care, but they're genuine. That care. And people don't realize it's a lot go with the job. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot you got to deal with. Ain't a whole lot of sleep. You can forget that part, the sleep part. You can get stuff, but it won't be what you're thinking. You always have to be ready to. Just realize it's going to be people in need. He give you something. It's only because it got to be to benefit people. That's it. Everything you get is one of the things you like. You get the little time, you realize it's always about the people. You always got to be about the work. Everybody else get that time. You can break down. I'm finna go, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to go there. I don't get that time. I can't do that. I don't get that. I don't get that. Let me go screw up and repent and come and sit back up and let me start new and y'all clap. He's just flat. I can't use you. And I don't have no problem with it. That's his role. That's his game. And I'm here to play his game. Y'all want the truth? He'll tell me I'm lying. I never broke down crying about it. I said, this ain't fair. It's too much. I shouldn't have to do it. This man ain't got time for it. That's the person I had to be. People don't realize you carry a lot. You know what I'm saying? You deal with. Not a complaint about it. It's just a job. What you gonna do? Y'all mean that much to the man. What am I gonna talk to him about? What am I gonna tell him? F y'all? The man done gave his only begotten for you guys. I'm gonna tell him, F y'all? Screw that. You only want people that got that mindset. It's the people first. I'm disposable. You got to deal with it. You got to deal with the insult. You got to deal with the hate. You got to deal with the criticism. You got to deal with the lies, everything. He look at better you than them. Think about Yahuah. A lot of lying went on him. Spit, hate. And you know why? He said, let them spit on you instead of them people. Think of who they should have spit on. He said, let them spit on you. You take it. Go with the job. You had to be built for it. People just thinking, reading this and that's it. No, you still got to have a care. People listen to me, not just cause what I do. People can tell if you're genuine. You know how them kids will come up here, and they kids coming, kids will pick up you genuine. They'll know why now that you're real. They'll pick it up. They'll sense it. They'll know it. People will know. If people that are genuine, they know. They say, they can tell the man speak honest. I ain't saying I'm the best. I ain't trying to pastor and lead no everybody in the world. I'm funny about taking people. Cause I look at when I take people, unlike a lot of these folks, you wrapped into everything I got. You wrapped into everything I got. We do something, we get something. You're heir to that. We in here together. We together. That's it. I mean, so you can't just take people. People think it's funny. They'll tell you people have drove all the way here for a bum ride. Have y'all not seen that? They'll tell you people have came here to join and they'll find out the answer is no. Because I'm putting you, this that man more precious cargo. I ain't got no sign open, come one, come all. I can't do that. No, I can't. This the man cargo. Too much stuff. It's too precious. Y'all too precious to the man. Y'all too valuable to the man. I can't put everybody in here with you. It's like a newborn baby. You can let everybody come hold, pass the baby down. You can do that. Why not? That baby gets sick. That baby's susceptible to catch something. I can't just hand y'all off to people. Just have people here. I can't do it. People say it's funny. It ain't fair. Talk to my boss. I got to keep what he gave me. That's all I'm trying to do. It's a job. But you know, hey, I hard what I do. You have to hard. That's why I ask y'all, why you here? What you trying to get? I'm going to continue to ask you because you need to ask yourself because one day to the next, your mind can change. People have sat here for years and that thing in their mind gone. How? What sparked you to come? What made you finally make, because who watched me one time and you came? You watch. You listen. Even Harvey Kane said, that's my man right there, he on it. And kept watching. And finally you realize, you know what? I'm going to have to go ahead and do it. And you had to break away from the behavior, break away from people, break away from fears, phobias, everything, and start over new to do it. Don't forget what you came here for. Everybody, don't forget what you came here for. People don't travel far and near and forgot what they came here. You get caught, you get in a seat, you start to see things, do things on, and see a whole nother way. What were you trying to get? What happened? What touched your heart to say, I want to live right. I want to do right. I want to do right. I'm afraid. I don't want to die a sinner. I don't want to burn. What happened to that? That scares me. I'll never forget that. That's my motivation to keep me going. I don't want to die a sinner. It's always been my fear. I don't want to die a sinner. I don't want to burn. If you forget that, you'll forget your plight. You just come in here because you like me, or you just come in here because that's stupid, man. Go somewhere else. Buy the CD. Go on, where you buy that stuff at? Snapchat, where the stuff be on? Bandcamp, yeah, go on Bandcamp and buy that stuff. Get a poster. This your soul. Y'all don't really need to be here for one reason. Y'all here? Because you don't want to die and you don't want to burn. Y'all got it? That's the only reason to be here. Anything other than that, you need to leave. You need to leave quick. Because whatever else you're doing going to be temporary. You're going to die out. You can't afford to leave him wrong. Spent a whole lot of years going the wrong way. A lot of years. A lot of hurt. You can't afford to be wrong. Don't forget what you came here for. If you don't get what you came here for, shame on you. Shame on you. Unfortunately, when you go their way, it's not one of the ways where it's a part. It ain't the buddy system. We went in the military. Me and my best friend at the time, we were going to go in the Marines together, buddy system. But then you learn later, like everything out of the boot camp, y'all ain't got the same MOS. Y'all going to split up anyway. That's how they get you in. You think y'all going to be together. They got to sell you a lot to get you in. So Mr. Yahuah don't even sell you the buddy system. He told you, sell yourself. Come on, buddy. And then later on, we found out he decided he want to go, or I decide I want to go. And he was going. He said, I never called both y'all. I went, I told you, say yourself. That's what he told him. Isn't that right? What Cup told him? Who he told him to say? Who told to say it? Who he told to say other people? He told everybody to say yourself. You say yourself. Everybody ain't going to see the urgency to get saved because they see other things. But it's dangerous at the end of the day. You ask them, say, when you accomplish what it is you're doing, when you get what it is you want, what you going to do with it when you die? They're going to go to, ain't nobody got nothing somebody ain't had before. Ain't nobody got nothing nobody ain't had before. When you die, it'll pass on to somebody else. Then what you going to do? That's why you got to consider your soul's salvation above everything. I laugh, I play. I never play with y'all salvation. I never play with your soul. It's much too critical. Y'all hear me? That man told you, he said the redemption of your soul is costly. He won't want me to play with that. I have a little lad, that's just the person I am. You know, I'm that type of person. I might say things humorous, but I'm honest at the same time. I won't let nobody play with my soul. I ain't gonna give you 1, 2, 5, and no 8 times. It's my soul. And he said the redemption of it is costly. Y'all got it? He look at it, I only pay for this one time. You'll be a fool to mess it up. Y'all got it? So when you hear the word, you can't look around and say, well, what you think about it? I'll be honest, I don't know what her whole predicament might be. I don't know how she was reared up, what she trying to do. I'm asking myself, what you think about it? What you gonna do with what you heard? Because eventually, every one of us, we got to give account for the deeds done in the body. How many of y'all done messed up bad? I can't pay for that stuff. I don't want to pay for that stuff. Try to get it right on this side. Can't afford to leave him and wind up paying for it in the marsh part. There's a lot of people, if they could have had a second chance, they'd have got it right. And you know what? He didn't give it to him either. Everybody that get a chance, get an opportunity, they're on this side. I know folk be praying for people gone. You know, if you could see fit to go back, you can't go back. You can't go back. That's it. Everybody gonna get it right here. It might seem like to you it's unfair and they have a fair chance. You be the judge. Is he giving you a fair chance? What make you think he ain't getting nobody else one? See, that's a trick these folk give you. Why you? Everybody that here, they got the same, you know what I mean? People listen, flip, listen, and move and kill. That's where they at. That's where they at. They ain't gonna probably learn as much as you got, but they got choices to make. You had a choice to make. You still got a choice to make. Are you gonna stay with him, or are you gonna choose to run with the world? Everybody. Every day I question. That way I'm polite. I'm talking to him. I'm making sure my fact. And I'm always thinking for the mind. Because I'm realizing the mind. That's something y'all never thought. Folks, I had to hear folks say that all the time. I thank the Lord for my being in my right mind. I tell myself, like, what kind of stuff is this? Like, it ain't right mind. What other mind you going to be in? Time show you see people forget. Man, you see somebody struggling with their shoe. They can't get it on. You ever had a problem putting your shoe on before? Who had a problem putting their shoe on before? Anybody? Man, you think you had a problem. Try to put it on your head. You'll really have a problem. Yahuah got people, he sit up like that. They say that thing won't get on for nothing. And you trying to figure out, that's your head. They trying to get it on their foot, and they don't even realize it's their head. That called that the mind he give you. So you learn to appreciate what he give you. Take your time, you appreciate ability. Just being able to breathe, just getting you up, able to move. If people wake up, can't move. I had a young boy went here, he was 14. He was a prankster. His birthday came, and he was in the bed. His mom went out to get him up for his birthday. He wouldn't get up. Wouldn't get up. She thought he was being a practical joker. Man, that man had to wear a helmet for the rest of his life till he died. I can't remember, he was hollering and screaming. You remember we had him here? Man, boy, hollering and screaming so loud, man, you taking somewhere? Listen, normal kid, 14, woke up for his birthday. Listen, gone. Mentally gone. My wife, listen, holler, scream so loud. Listen, you would never believe it. Never believe it. And he went that way till he died. I said, thank you. You got to appreciate him. You don't realize how much control he got over you and how much he control of you till he takes something from you. No, we don't never think about it. I think about it. You've been walking all your life. Why would you think anything about not walking? You've been thinking and calculating and adding and reading. Why would you think of not counting, not reading? Not till he take it from you. Because he's going to give it to somebody else. Somebody, he done told you that. He told them before. He said the mouth cook going to be taken from you. He said going to be given to somebody else. Look at what happened to us. And we ain't believe it. We out of Jerusalem, ain't we? You ain't going to believe it. Somebody else got it. He told her, but he told her before that. He said the mouth cook going to be taken from you. He said going to be given to somebody else. Now, ain't nobody acknowledging you. Everybody acknowledging them. When you tell somebody that you keep Shabbat, they say, what you, a black Jew? Folks laugh at you, don't they? They don't laugh at them, do they? He tried to tell you, I'm going to make you a spectacle. I'm going to show you, I'm going to take it from you, and I'm going to let folks ridicule you and laugh at you. Tell you look stupid. You ain't no Jew. Jew from Israel. That's how they get you, make a fool out of you. Listen, he stripped us. He told, I stripped you to try to show you. Your glory, I done made it your shame. That's why we got to repair the breaches. Why you think we got to come back and get it right? The man done shot, I made a spectacle out of it. I made you like a fool when you open your mouth to talk to these people. Now we got to come back and reconcile. Huh? They had a song years ago, talking about let's talk about second chances. That's what we talking about, second chances. That's what the Barif he set up. This your second chance. That's saying confirming for this your second chance to get it right. We don't all the way clump. I screwed up so many times, ridiculous. This is the best thing I got going for me. This is the best thing I got going for me. I can't mess this up. I can't mess that. I messed up every time I put my hand. Every time I messed it up. This is the best thing I had going for me and got going for me. I can't mess this up. If I can get the one thing right, this one thing right, that's all I'm trying to work on. Y'all got it? A lot of folks, I'm trying to get this right, trying to get this right. He said, seek my Malkut and my Sadiq. He said, all this I'll add it to you. I'll give y'all this. He just got to be, that's all he want to do, just make me first. Somebody, he said, make me the Rosh, make me the head, make me the captain, make me the chief. He said, see how I operate it. You let your foot think for you, your brain do it. He said, make me the head. And that's all he want. He want to be the head. Let me be the brain. Let me control the thoughts. Let me give you the ideals. Let me show you the way. That's it. When they told him, we tried to tell them, they said, how are we even going to know? They recognized, they said, well, how are we going to know the way? He said, I'm the way. I'm the truth and the light. He said, you can't even get to the Abba but by me. And I want to recognize, I want to give him everything belongs to him. I don't know why he had me talk to y'all that for whatever reason it is. But we need to get it right, though. Can't afford to die and leave here and don't have it right. That's what he told us right here. You hear this thing come and you don't seek to save your life, that's gonna be on your head. Young people, old people, everybody got made the decision. They time out. Like y'all were coming along, man, y'all supposed to be asleep. Don't even worry about paying attention. Them lies they told us with church. Y'all young folk, y'all got to get it. He told y'all to remember it in your youth for the Rosh Hashanah come. He said the time gonna come, you gonna say, I don't have no pledge in them. He told you, it's y'all time. This how bad, it been bad. We ain't taking, these kids can't afford to play now. Play what? You finna leave him. We've never lived like this. Every week folks down say, where did this happen at? It's like, it's hard to remember the world when we wasn't like that. I look at movies, I stand there and say, it's amazing. We used to live a life where cold, or somebody might have a cold or something. You be like, oh, you got a cold. Nobody shutting that down. You went to school with cold. What I got to do? COVID test. COVID, that thing can stay with you 15 days. Now they saying this one can stay with you as long as 3 and 6 months. This man is taking us down, folks. Time to get right. That's all I want y'all to know. Just time to get right. Y'all hear me? Listen, he don't have a problem with you doing some things. He just wants to do his thing. And when you're doing his thing, the thing you're going to do, they going to still coincide with what he got you doing. You can't get far. When you make this your lifestyle, what you're doing, you ain't got to worry about getting off. This is what you're living. Y'all hear me? You don't just live it in here. This is what you live everywhere you go. Because this is what you believe. When your belief start? When it start, I can't cut it off. Y'all got it? I'll harp y'all. I don't know if y'all will be here tomorrow. I know. It was nice knowing y'all. Because that choker waiting for y'all. So I don't know about them right here. Your right said, y'all niggas need to come on home. That joker sitting at he had that camera. He doing that there. Come home. Come on. They know what's I'm in there right. Y'all a little worried, a little nervous. Throat itching. Just checking. All right. Give him a hand clap. Appreciate Mr. Yahuah.